I also have mine.
Right.
I'm using right now from the last 40%, but
You do it for your time. It's at 57 or 67. It's fine for a little while.
Did you find your before?
Yes.
I do need one of my books.
It's gone now. Caltrop on the ground waiting for you.
I didn't find the friendship there.
I'm sorry.
It's
It's here somewhere, I swear.
Oh, I believe it.
Let's see how much
The
damage
one that you need
Why-
for everything.
Why is everyone taking my dice?
you take 4 damage.
No, I can handle that. I'll use healing surge.
Let's see how
All right.
expensive it is.
Maybe for when I was kids.
I guess it's
You guys will be fully healed up.
yeah.
I just remembered.
My 64 HP.
From the children kicking your ass.
They don't.
They dealt like
19.
24 damage to you. Because they hit you like 4 times with 20s.
That was really good.
They almost bloodied me.
Carmen got bullied by the children.
She did. She was like, I wasn't expecting that. But she also wasn't expecting Sparkler to like enchant their weapons.
What? It was part of the ruse. We had to follow our play.
Alright, so from last week, I'm going to give out some action. Everyone gets an action point before you go to MSA if you wrote it or not.
Yeah.
Because that's hilarious and great. And I can't wait to read all of them.
You can't talk to me while I'm in the same room.
What?
You can't talk to me about my essay because I'll get embarrassed if we're still in the same room.
Okay, I'll go sit in a different room. Probably over there on the couch. Is that far enough away or do I have to leave the house?
You can text me in the same room.
Okay, that's fine.
But not physically talk
No,
about
I'll
it.
get embarrassed and leave. I wrote 5 pages.
No, it's perfect. Let's do this. If you wrote 2 pages, for every 2 pages you wrote, you can get a point. Because I know you wrote 2 pages, almost. You wrote a page and a half. So you
Do
get
I get
2
a point
points.
and a half?
You get a point and a half. Sure.
Like
You can have a point and a half.
Oh, good.
Mine's
Alright,
Hey,
and then the other thing is I'm going to award Bogdan an action point for his bad acting. Ollie for being Yellow Lord. Because that was really good. And then Meryl for being completely on top of everything during the kids' campaign last week as well. See if you can have one of those. Those are really good moments. And I love them.
Yellow Lord.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. To embrace the inner delivery.
When you're done, can I borrow that book?
This one?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over stuff with everyone right now.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we're doing our 2-month time skip, Bogdan, you can have your full character sheet back. The Sword Mage one.
Yeah.
If you made that.
I did.
Okay. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, I think because I made all my cards. Sorry. I need to write down my like 3 different armor classes.
Okay.
But that I don't have any questions. So.
All right, and then Ollie, what did you want to do on your 2 months?
It was the dirt fists.
Okay.
Kind of rock
Dirt
armor.
fists. All right. So, what are you looking for? Do you want to exchange out a daily power, a utility power, or which one are you looking for?
I would want to exchange out a daily power.
A big daily one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your current daily power that you have right now?
I have 2. I have Fearless Rescue and Stand the Phone.
Okay.
So Fearless Rescue is a 3rd level one, or we got it in the beginning.
Okay.
And then Stand the Phone was a 5th level one that I just got.
So, which one would you like to replace?
Fearless Rescue.
Okay. So you can have one up to 5th level. So what does that one do?
Fearless Rescue was essentially I disregard my own safety to get an advantage to dive in and rescue someone.
Okay.
And then give them an AC advantage.
All right. So because you are only so trained in your Earth magic, I don't think we have a daily one I can give you yet because those are really high level things.
Okay.
I mean, I could give you one that could replace the daily you already have, but it wouldn't be as like awesome as it should be.
I can do a utility then.
All right. So check.
Both my utilities are good, so I want to give them up.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could take this. You could take one of those as daily as well. Just have it be the same thing you're expecting it to be. It just won't be as like powerful as the daily ones usually are, you know?
Mhm.
Because daily ones usually you flatten everyone around you. This one will be like, I mean, it's cool, but it pretty much will be your, let's see. So, to make you a card for it, so you don't have any questions, do you have a piece of paper? Do you have space? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be your, you can name your attack.
Oh,
Earth Shattering Stone Fists,
I like stone.
Yellow
Fists.
Lord.
Oh, Yellow Lord Stone Fist.
Is that your hero name?
Yes.
Rejected.
It's a good name.
Earth Lord.
The kids will think you're a villain.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I
If you ever go evil, you can be Yellow Lord.
don't want to make a plan for if I go evil.
See,
That's
Not
stupid.
just be Sun Lord.
That's kind of cool.
It's lame.
Star
What
Lord.
the fuck?
Star Lord.
What did you just call me?
Boggle.
That's cute.
Good too. Right.
I like Sunlight.
So it's going
No
to
one
be
will
a
call me that.
daily,
Yes.
an arcane evocation melee attack. So it's an arcane melee attack. Okay. All right. So what it will do, primary target will be one creature. It's going to be your attack versus their. So do you want to just hit them and do damage? Do you want to knock them back?
I
What
want
do you
to
want to do?
hit them and knock them back.
Okay. So this is going to be versus their fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
Or first their attack. So it's gonna be a 2-part one, okay?
Okay.
So first you attack.
Yeah.
If you hit, you will do let's see. Your fists do 1d4, 1d6. So you'll do 2d6 damage. Okay. Plus your magic modifier instead of your strength.
Okay.
And then if you hit at the effect, after that would be make the effect would be, again, make a secondary attack. Your secondary attack is going to be same creature. So it's it's versus their fortitude.
Mhm.
So they have to make a fort save. They make a fort save,
Mhm.
and it failed for roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
And they are pushed one square back for each d4 you roll.
D4.
Yep, and then take latitude fall damage if knocked into a solid object, which is 1d6 a square. So you can just knock them back, and it'll knock them back up to 4 squares.
And then they take 1d6 if it's something.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, no. Make the d4 roll. Make it to the 5 squares. Just make it a solid 5 squares.
Okay, so
That way, it won't be like a risk. It's just, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
okay, so if failed, they remove 5 squares.
Yep. If failed, move 5 squares through the air, soaring.
I like this.
You use both your fists. That's why it's 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For each, so we just pushed through the air,
Mhm.
and then on impact, they take latitude fall damage, which is 1d6.
Yeah, they have to hit something while in the air. So that's hit a wall.
Okay, so they have to hit a wall.
So if you could just punch them back, and they'll just tumble backwards and won't take any extra damage. But if you hit them into a wall, they take the extra damage. Yeah.
Okay, so it's target one creature.
I'll talk you through it. Okay?
Yeah.
So it is if you hit someone, you hit against their AC,
Yep.
and they do 2d6 damage plus your magic modifier automatically.
Yes.
If they fail the fort save, which you already have your magic DC for,
Mhm.
if they fail it, they are knocked 5 squares backwards, and if they're knocked into a solid object or an enemy, they take latitude fall damage.
Okay.
Or any other object, and if they're knocked into anything.
And this is a melee magic?
Melee attack, yeah. And Carmen, what did you want?
Honestly, I didn't think of anything.
Mhm.
Just because of Izzy, and also I couldn't really think of anything that she would.
Octopus water strike.
I mean, yes, but like she hasn't had her water.
Yeah, you
power
guys
for-
won't have any. You'll be able to manipulate the little bit of water stuff you have.
Yeah,
so
she
you can
does-
make your fist into that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, like she would have tried to like make maybe like
Do you want an offensive, a defensive,
A
support?
defensive.
Do you want a defensive? Okay.
Yeah, because
You talked about wanting a reaction, or is it you?
yeah, it was me.
Okay.
Or like using like the little bit of water to maybe like fend off like an arrow that comes at her or something small, like maybe
For herself or for anyone?
for herself.
Okay. So we could do a reaction that would be an encounter. This is an encounter power. Would be your reaction would be replacing.
Okay.
All right. So figure out which one you don't want.
Yep.
And what it would do is you can have that reaction go off if someone enters within 10 squares of you.
Okay.
Hold on. Where's the first and last thing? Because I can never remember.
Thank you.
We're giving stuff to everyone right now.
No, yes.
Now, what should I name my move? So far, I've got Sunlord Stone Strike.
The move?
Yeah. My 2 fists go.
Tectonic punch.
Ooh.
Okay, that's better.
Good name.
I'm good at
I'm
this.
very bad
All
at
right.
names.
And then it will be a blast.
Okay.
1. No, blast 3, sorry. So if someone enters within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
They make a reflex save or slip on the ice you've created and fall.
Okay.
And the ice will stay.
Oh, okay.
And it will be an acrobatic or they're acrobatics? I'm sure it was. Yes, it's an acrobatic check for anyone on it.
Okay.
Afterwards. So for me to give you from the beginning for the square, it's an encounter. It's a reflex.
Yep.
Range 1. That's you. Your primary target is going to be just people around you. So if someone enters within 5 feet of you, you can use a reflex to cast a blast 3. Wait, no. Let me double check. Yeah, blast 3. So blast 3 looks like this, centered on you.
Three squares across, including the one I'm standing on.
Makes a cube 3 by 3. You want to
Oh,
grab that picture? Make sure you
I
know
do.
where you are.
Yeah.
For some reason I was thinking 3 squares.
Okay.
out
I
each
know, that's why we
direction.
have this clarification here. That's
Yes.
how bursts work.
Oh.
I hate this.
Yeah.
This is
It's
a really
a
weird
burst,
mechanic.
not a
Yes.
blast.
It's a very weird mechanic. Okay. First 3.
Range 1.
Yep.
Enemy enters within 5 feet of me. They make a reflex save,
It's
or they
fall
slip and fall prone.
prone on the ice. Does that sound good?
Yeah, and anybody else who walks on it.
Has to make an acrobatic save.
Cool. Thank
Not
you.
slip. An acrobatic reflex save of 10 to not slip on it.
I do have a question.
What's that?
What's my what kind of sword do I have?
You would have a +1 fire sword that deals 1d6 fire damage and no physical damage.
Oh, I wrote this down. +1 to hit or +1 to damage?
Up to him. Your strength would have gone up by 1. Mhm. And you can choose to lower something by 1 if you want to, but your strength would for sure go up by 1.
And then I have one other question on reading my.
And then plus your whatever modifier you're using to sword would do the rest of your damage.
And then I have a feat
Mhm.
that lets me use intelligence instead of strength
Yes.
when making a basic attack with a melee weapon. And then I have
Yes. Okay.
the flaming cyclone is 1d8 plus intelligence plus strength mod. Would I do intelligence twice or just stick with the strength?
Read it one more time.
It's a flaming cyclone. It's 1d8 plus intelligence modifier plus strength modifier.
You can't double up how smart you are or something.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to use your strength.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's what I wrote down. But yeah.
Brian, you got yours?
Yep.
Doesn't Meryl want?
Ball rushing. Launching myself at people.
Okay. So let's see. Let's do an encounter power for that one. Is that what you want to replace?
Oh.
or you think it's one of the other ones. It could be encounter or daily.
Let's do encounter.
So you can use it once per encounter. You can get it back when you use stop rest. So this will. So it will be. You can name it whatever you want. Encounter. And then, do you want to rush into someone, or do you want it to use it to jump around?
If I had to pick, probably jump around.
Okay.
I run into people anyway.
Sweet, I have a cool idea for this then.
Okay.
All right, so for you will basically, this is what Tracer does. You get 3 jumps. So that's how it works. Is it's on you. That pretty much explaining it's the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
But you get, so for each of them you get 3 burst. You get to move 3 squares. So if you're here and you use it, you go 1, 2, 3, and you can use that to move 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. But you have to move in a straight line each time.
Okay.
So, and you can move in the air too. So you could like go up and over. So basically you get 45 feet of extra movement.
Can you go 45 feet straight up?
What?
Can you go 45 feet straight up?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
You could, and you also get, that is not, it takes a minor action.
Okay.
So it'll be your standard action. You can still attack afterwards.
Sweet. That's cool. Do I have to use all 3 of my 3 square movements in that turn then?
No.
Or- okay. So once per encounter. So essentially, it's in a way 3 per encounter of those movements. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Or you could go 45 feet straight up all at once.
Yes.
That's what Meryl does immediately right away after
Yeah.
being caught.
Just well.
Jumps to the top.
Is
of
she
the
coming
three-story
down
building.
yet?
Guided falling.
Or
Yeah.
and then I have a question on for action points. It says something about at a certain point you reach certain milestones, and I don't remember what milestones were because I didn't expect to have one action point. So I didn't read it.
It's when you reach like level 11.
Oh, I thought you got them based on how many action points you had.
Action points getting on action points? Or
No, milestones based on how many, because it was how many something per rest or
Yes.
something.
I don't think so. I can double check though.
Because I remember that there was something, and I believe it was milestones, where if you don't rest between so many encounters, you get certain things.
Something like that.
I'm gonna pull up, because I know the action points on here somewhere. They're there. See it? Did everything. Oh yeah, actually.
Tailwind dash.
Action points. During a creature's turn, it can choose from a wide variety of actions. Usually, an action point allows a creature to take 1 more action than usual. So, to use an action point, it's a free action to use an action point, and you get an extra action. Okay. Gain an extra action.
Ice.
You can use whatever. Once per encounter, you can only use 1 action point per encounter.
Okay, let's see.
Earn them when you complete encounter. Each adventurer gains 1 action point whenever he or she reaches a milestone. Sometimes, sometimes it's basically when you reach level 11 and level 21.
Okay.
Sometimes the DM can award action points to adventurers who complete an unusually difficult encounter. So they're like inspiration points.
Yeah.
Is what they are.
Yeah, because it has them right next to each other, and I don't remember if they were like
Yep.
related.
I can double check up the milestones, but I'm pretty sure that's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right now.
290.
I had 2 before,
I have half as many.
and then being bad at
We have 2.5.
Yes, I have half as many hero points, or action points.
I would like to call them hero points from here on out.
Yeah, basically.
They're basically hero
That means
points.
I have the most hero points.
You wrote the longest essay.
Yeah, they're just.
Do you want them
letting you-
now?
Yes.
Okay.
These doing your essays to me. There you go. Which are really cute.
The last line is handwritten, but pretend it isn't because the printer fucked up.
Oh dear.
Mine is, like, handwriting on mine is intentional.
That's really good.
I like
Oh
because
my This makes it so much better.
Ollie's essay is very fitting for him because of the mistakes that Andy made. Just handed it to Camille. It's like, read my essay, and then Camille's like, "Where's your name?" Just like,
You're gonna
Shit.
tell me so much about you guys
Mhm.
reading these.
And
I
then
like the coffee stains.
Camille started correcting my
There's
grammar,
also-
and I'm like, all right, just leave it.
There, as well as coffee stains, there's water stains through my whole notebook because there's a hole in my room. That's Meryl.
That is Nick.
Wait for a second.
No.
Oh my god,
That would make things really.
these are so fun.
Yeah.
They're cute.
These are really cute.
I'm glad.
I'll
You read them very brief.
I'll read them very brief. We'll come back to
leave very brief.
Bye, Dad. Oh, well, that's. I just clipped myself with my nail and now I'm bleeding.
Nice.
That'll
that.
Glass of
Alright, do you
water.
guys want to summarize what happened last time?
We
Drunk
had
party?
to.
No, the drunk party was
This
2
was
ago.
the aftermath.
This was the children.
We had
Oh,
we had
yeah,
to
sorry.
complete a mission
It's been a
for
long
the day.
week.
And then I pulled off one from the board that we shouldn't do today. So we had to go to Pesca to find another one that we could finish today. So we decided to guide some.
Whoa, you're skipping
Children.
ahead. What happened at the beginning?
It was aftermath from the drinking party.
You guys had your meeting with the dean of the school,
That
who explained the purpose of what they've been doing.
Yeah,
right,
And what
This
to
a lot.
showed us the
He
portals.
raised this a lot.
right.
And you guys were given a test for a first introduction as members of the guild to complete one mission as your new heroes, and also to write an essay by this Friday, which you have all turned in and have been since graded and everything like that. Then you, right where Ollie was.
Pesca mission children.
We made a lasting improvement on the community.
No, we didn't. There are worms everywhere.
Nobody likes me. Let's go eat some worms.
I
That's a
don't know
song.
that
That's
song.
a children's song.
It's a
Okay.
children's song.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
We brought Lou and Sparkler with us.
We
It
did.
was a mistake.
It was really good though.
No, it was good.
At first we were going to infiltrate the children, but only Sparkler got in.
We thought that Sparkler was going to get bullied by children, but instead he got
No,
accepted.
Sparkly got bullied by children.
Yeah.
We weren't there to see it though.
Yeah.
Sure you missed it.
So then we had Carmen, Ollie, and Lou pretend to be bad guys
They
Well-
did a very good job.
while Bogdan and Meryl worked to motivate the children to be good people. And halfway through scaring them, we kind of did that. Convinced them to go return the worms back to the gardens they were destroying. But now they're just throwing worms everywhere.
So,
Yeah, and then Ace and Journey went and got a lot of money and did a great job. Scoop
so we have 2 months that we're gonna talk about when we get back from your 4-month session. What do you guys want to do? I'm gonna get a glass of wine.
Coffee shop at you.
We already did that.
We
We
did.
did flower shop. It's
We
the
did
same
flower
thing.
shop. Okay.
If
It's movie night.
It's movie
it's
night.
movie night.
Sorry, I was thinking of like all of the roleplay
Mon-
prompts that I have.
Yeah.
Like,
I set up
Emily.
like a list. I say that, but I probably wrong.
it's
We'll come
movie
next
night.
week and it's movie night.
Movie night?
It's movie
Mhm.
night.
Okay, movie night at school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is in charge of picking the movie?
I feel like it's a group decision.
It is a group decision.
No, we have to take turns. Who gets
Alright, so you guys are
No,
sitting in the
we need to
classroom
We need to vote.
after class one day, or you're sitting in the lounge,
Yeah.
and you're trying to decide on a movie for movie night.
Um,
Ollie says that you should take turns.
we should take turns,
We should vote.
and because every week we can have a different person pick the movie for movie night.
That means that there's a lot of weeks where we might get shitty movies.
Maybe it'll expand your exposure to media, Bogdan.
We can all learn about each other more by seeing what movies everyone likes. It says a lot about a person.
Also, we can watch more than one movie in one night.
Could always. It's not like 8 hours of each movie. It's about 2.
I know I said 8.
That's four. We have like 8 of us.
I don't
So
feel like 8.
we can make a list of everybody's names and then draw straws or something, and
Yeah.
then whoever. Well, we'll just draw straws for tonight.
So we're gonna watch a movie. So Lou's just gonna be like, we're gonna watch a movie that one person wants to watch every time? And what if people don't like the movie?
That's why we
It's their
should vote.
choice.
We should vote. Everyone
Actually,
should
no.
come with a movie, and then we'll look at all of the movies, and then we'll vote on which one we actually want to watch.
I think we have to suffer through whether we want to or not, though.
Well, let's vote on if
Well,
all is
voting.
right or wrong.
Voting will help make things go better.
Okay, so what is the vote here? What are we voting on?
We should vote on those on that everybody brings to the table. What
is it? You have to tell us what movie.
I know. I'm trying
Sorry,
to
I'm,
think of
I'm thinking of like my list of romantic comedies that I have.
I bring
Uh,
Andromeda, which is like a sci-fi about this bacterial strain that came from a bomb in the sky and infected this tiny little town, and then they quarantine like 6 scientists to try and figure it out as it slowly spreads through the camp, and then this one baby survives, and so they're trying to make a cure based off the
Sounds
baby.
so complicated.
I know, it's really good. It's also made with at a really old time, so it's all black and white, and half of the graphics are just cut out cardboards, and the other half are like painted onto the screen.
Journey's gonna be like, you know, that sounded really interesting at the beginning, and then you kept talking. And I got more bored, and then you said black and white.
Whatever. What are you gonna bring?
Journey is going to bring a copy of. What would she bring?
Mean Girls.
No, she's not a classics.
Uh,
I know.
I swear to God, if it's 50%.
Journey
it's
would
on
bring Snow White and the Huntsman, which is
Oh
the
my
one, which is the one with Chris Hemsworth as this huntsman, and it's a really bad movie, but Chris Hemsworth is in it. It's also got pretty aesthetics and stuff,
But Chris Hemsworth.
but Chris Hemsworth is in it.
So Theodore on screen.
They look different now, but that's the one she would have chosen. That's what Journey brings
Uh-huh.
to the table for everyone. Ace abstains. She says she doesn't care.
But
I already said a movie. I was going to suggest a different one.
Bagham's probably gonna bring like if there was a Jiro Dreams of Sushi, but about plants.
A plant documentary.
But like Jiro Dreams of
There's
Sushi.
this no.
You bring Planet Earth.
Oh yeah, Planet
Oh
Earth.
my god.
Sparkler brings the cosmos.
Carmen would like say anything. You know, the poop box, because she makes old shit like that.
There's also Wall-E. That's cute.
I was gonna say Big Hero 6.
Yeah!
That's what I'm bringing.
Anime movies.
Yes.
I wonder
Old
which
rom-coms.
character you like.
Blue brings
Better Spider.
Sleepy Hollow, the Johnny Depp version.
I vote for Luz.
Are you trying to hurt us? What would what else is Ace? Ace's name.
Monday.
Yeah, what would my name? Bring it on.
No.
That's good.
I'm like trying to think of like recent movies I've seen.
My Big Fat Greek Wedding too.
That's
Of course you do.
I like the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet.
Devil Wears Prada.
You're like way off her genre. She's way more chill.
I'm just naming random movies.
Like, what genre does she like?
She would like romantic movies, but like straight up romance movies, not romantic comedies. So she'd bring like,
The Notebook.
yeah, like The Notebook.
Oh shit.
No, she would bring Silver Linings Playbook.
That's also a really good one.
It's a good movie.
I
She
love that
like
movie.
she likes the like prize-winning movies.
Would she like the tragic loved ones?
Yes,
Okay.
all of them, mostly tragic.
I can't remember the one. But Gerard Butler, and he's an Irish boy, and he dies, and it's all sad, and it's really good.
Really important question that's somewhat related. Who likes the Christmas movies?
Which ones?
All of the good ones that I like.
Which is all of
Who
them
cares the most? So you're
indiscriminately?
asking me who cares the most about Christmas
Yes,
right
that
now?
is the question.
We haven't done Christmas yet. That could be next week.
No, it's too soon.
But you know, it is like June 22nd.
It has to be more than half of a year towards Christmas to do a Christmas take.
Okay. No, then you don't get your answer.
Okay, fair enough.
So my question is, what movie is Cross going to record over someone else's movie so they can tell something with something else instead?
It's good.
And whose movie?
Cross really like The Emperor's New Clothes. Cross likes Disney movies. Cross also likes superhero movies. A lot. Like the Marvel ones, not the edgy ones. Matt likes Batman.
Of course.
Like only one is
Matt
best.
really likes Batman.
Particularly the new ones where he's very moody.
Yes, those are his favorites. They can never agree on a movie because Cross is a Marvel fan and Matt's a DC fan.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's my phone.
He could at least like one of the Robins.
He probably likes all of them and knows everything about them.
No, he would like Tim. The really nerdy stalkery one.
All right, so what movie are we voting on? So if you're voting for Andromeda, nope. All right, if you're voting for the nature or Planet Earth, right? Bogdan votes
So
for
we only
Planet
vote
Earth.
on one.
You vote on 2.
Okay. Alright, that sounds
So
cool.
2 on Planet Earth. If you're voting on Sparkler's Cosmos, Sparkler's gonna raise their hand.
I would vote for that.
That's 2 and 2. All right, if you're gonna vote for Carmen's, what did you bring?
It's like old school romantic comedies.
Okay. Ace would vote for that one.
She'd vote for her own.
And then Big Hero 6. Sparkler will also vote for that one.
I'm gonna vote for that one too.
Well, let's get 3.
Whoa.
All right, next is Snow White and Huntsman. Journey and Ace will vote for that one. And then, is that it? That was everything.
Oh,
I guess.
Monday.
Monday's movie, yeah.
Carmen will vote for Monday.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so Big Hero 6 is the winner.
Woo! That's good.
Good job, guys. So who eats, what does everyone have for your movie snacks? Where do you sit? You have a big, long couch currently, and there's 8 of you.
I sit in the middle of like one of the sides of the couch.
I want
Yeah.
I have my legs draped across Meryl. It's on the floor.
You sit on the floor in
What?
front of who?
Not in front. No, like if there's a big couch, I'm like over here, so that I'm not like 5 people.
Why? Don't you want to join the couch?
Can you see the movie?
Yes.
You can
You
sit
just
over
go a little
here.
closer.
Yeah, we'll make room.
Ace and Journey and Lou are gonna get a mattress and sit on that and push that in front of the couch.
I have a bowl of popcorn.
Sparkler's
Really
gonna
nice
jump down
energy.
to the couch
That's good.
with a box of candy, mostly gummy worms,
Yes.
and like those really long straws that you can pull apart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
I like those.
Carmen will
You
bring-
know, one of my friends likes to take those and put them in her blue ices.
I can see that.
It was Leah.
I'm surprised Sparkler's eating worms after having them shoved down their clothes.
And you see it go like in through one of the eye sockets of the mask. And then Sparkle like chuckles. It's like this rainbow thing.
Yeah.
Ah!
Bring chips with extra spicy sauce.
Who talks during the movie?
Me.
Bogdan? Does Bogdan like bitch during the movie about how stupid it is?
Yeah.
Okay, you're getting a pillow thrown at you by Ace.
Oh.
Does a 22 in your armor class?
Yeah, it's all 3, whatever.
So Bogdan just gets whacked upside the face by a pillow.
What?
It's like, shh. Give me my pillow back.
No.
Oh,
No.
my God.
These characters aren't worthless, they're just learning.
Always the person who like tells the characters on screen like, no, they're not worth it. You deserve better.
Ollie.
Who spoils the movie?
I haven't seen it.
I-
Okay.
Then my lens slip.
Because Meryl let slip who's the villain all along.
I go, I see them
I
on screen.
hate
like,
him.
Ooh, oh, I mean,
Meryl!
It'd be fine if like you didn't correct yourself.
But everyone knows.
It's like 5 minutes into the
The people get suspicious when Meryl gets oddly quiet during the fire in the room, the gallery thing.
Cries. I cried during Big Hero 6.
Oh yeah, I cried. The bug.
Everybody cries.
No.
Ace would cry, but she would be like hiding her face in another pillow so you couldn't see. Sneaky about it. Can't tell. Sparkler shakes like they're crying. It's pretty obvious. They make a lot of noises.
Aww.
Echoes behind the mask.
Just like comforts.
So literally everyone in the room is crying.
Journey's not crying. Journey's like, oh my god.
Journey's-
Journey and Lou are crying. Alright.
But everybody else.
So Logan's like,
Journey's like, great, the hot one died.
What's the point anymore?
He's the hottest one in the movie because he died in a fire.
Alright.
Let's see Big Hero
how?
6.
That's your example at this point.
Yeah, it's been like a year.
Yeah, I just didn't know he dies. I don't know how he dies.
I've offered to watch with you like 3
And
times.
I say yes, and then you go do something
No,
else.
then you say, oh no.
Children,
I
go
think
watch your
both are
Disney movie
true.
later.
I think both have happened.
I believe it.
So, now D and Dash episode, no, 4. This is 4.
Four.
It's not Dash.
D and
4
Dash.
episode 11. Spoilers for Big Hero 6.
You have to tag that.
Okay, I want to.
Alright. It is 2 months after you guys have begun your real work with the guild, working as a hero. It is a lot more day-to-day hard work than some of you might have expecting. Not quite as a lot of smiling faces, a lot of cleaning gutters out and rescuing cats from trees, small little daily tasks to keep you busy and occupied, and to make you seem like a friendly face around Pesca, the main city of Perchik, which is the city where all heroes are made currently. It's the big one where everything's happening. It's also where most of the gods are around. We spend a lot of time. Some of you have been gone. Bogdan has been gone almost the entirety. He's been gone about 7 weeks, training with the Nightingale. It's completely fucking left. The rest of you guys all grew very close with your teammates.
I would have said bye.
Of course you would have said
Okay.
bye. So, and Bogdan is dropped off the morning before class.
How tired am I?
Not super. Doc would have made you got plenty of sleep before traveling and stuff, and you would have been brought up on horseback. Yep. So you have a horse.
I don't think
You can choose what its name is and what color it is.
I don't
Doc
think
probably
that-
would have gotten you a white horse or a black horse.
I was expecting-
Actually, no. You could have gotten any horse. He's very important if you go away. It took probably like 2 days and took way too long. Because Doc went on to make sure Bogdan found the right horse that
The
he
proper
wanted
It's
with.
important.
He says horse because he's so old.
Oh,
It's a shiny Rapidash, so it's white with blue.
That's his. No, his is a Max aesthetic. No, he has new horses. He gets
they
lots of
probably
horses.
watching the same one. He's like, oh, no, it's fine. And Jack was like, no.
You get a
You need. This is
And then 2
important.
days later, he's like, I like that first one I picked up.
So you would have bought it in Silstone.
Okay.
Everyone would have called it a steed. You'd have noticed Jocelyn calling it a horse very painfully all the time.
Mhm.
Stories
Right.
why this is a new lingo thing for the past like 100 years or so. They've been calling them steeds to try to seem better because Silstone is known for their amazing horses and everything. Meanwhile, Jocelyn's like, it's a fucking horse. Yeah, Bogdan would have met to keep Shad and everyone else on the same page as Bogdan mostly trained with Giddy and with Aurora. So Aurora's Julian Leslie's tiefling and Giddy's his daughter. Both of them are big, heavy, wielding weaponry people. And Bogdan was a lot quicker, and so it was a different experience. You would have met Jojo and had dinner at Lenya, and I'm going to cap it at that. Okay?
what
Let's
kind of
see.
sword do you fight with now?
It's made of fire.
Oh, so you have the hilt and then you make the
Yep.
layout.
Cool. Oh,
Bogdan also has a really cool outfit now.
Oh.
I drew it, but I didn't finish it, so it's not the same.
Okay.
do we get army ones?
You can have one whenever you want. You've always been able. Ace has one. I posted Ace's a couple days ago.
Oh, I'll get crafting that.
Design one.
Yes.
Yep. Bogdan would have had it expertly tailored. He would have been a Relly, actually, then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
You look like shit.
Probably.
The rest of you guys, Ollie did a lot of was very interested in taking any missions related to books at all. So Ollie now has a whole, like, 2 shelves of a bookshelf of not necessarily rare or banned books, just weird books, and like 1 actually rare one that you're able to pick up. But the weird ones are mostly like different like recipes for food and knickknacks and old diaries from random unimportant people. We've got a lot of those, but a lot of conspiracy theorist ideas.
All right.
That's what you've been picking up a lot of.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
he reads them all.
Yeah, you can read them all. You would have basically got like I could list them off for you and tell you that 2 are probably real and the rest are fake.
Yeah.
Some of them talking about different cults that worship doors inside of Pesca and how lawyers can't be trusted.
Door cults.
Ollie would dutifully go through them all and like make annotations, and then the ones that were fake would eventually get like a little.
But you wouldn't know because they have convincing evidence.
Oh.
And then you'd find another one that would be convincing for the other way around. And then the mystery, the plot just keeps thickening. You're getting in deeper without learning a lot. But Ollie has also been spending a lot of time like outside and dealing with nature and like the ground, playing with the rocks and stuff. And that's where Ollie has been able to pick up his little fist bumping attack thing.
My tectonic strike.
There's a little bit of help from Hayden and Dimitro on that one. Both of them arguing and yelling a lot. As you would have had help from them.
Well, they argued.
Friends.
They kind of like laugh, argue with each other. They don't actually get mad at each other.
Okay.
I mean, Dimitro would get pissy, and then Hayden would just like hit him, and then Dimitro would hit him back, and they'd be fine.
That's
Just-
so
So you kind of
Smack.
growed up with Dimitro and Hayden a little bit when they were around.
That's cool.
And your conspiracy theories, of course, you can always talk to Dimitro.
Oh, that's right.
My personal favorite is Illuminati.
Ollie spent so much time talking to Dimitro about all the theories.
Nick, you can get another. You can get another half. You've already earned it.
Oh my god.
I'm now at 4. Oh wait, no, was I?
You're
at
at
3?
3.
I'm at 3.
You had 2.5 before.
Carmen was able to get a little bit of attention from Evelyn Red with her magic thing. Mostly he would see her like trying to like fix the spell, and then he taught her how to do the ice one very quickly. He was like observed her magic a little bit, and then just like, oh, just do this.
She's like so frustrated.
Yeah.
Evelyn.
Carmen also was able to spend a lot of time in the city in Perchik, of
Mhm.
course, also taking any northern mission she could.
Mhm.
You have all the research on your uncle
Yes.
and information about him. With the limited resources you were able to get and poking around, you can make a streetwise check if you'd like to see how much you got in Pesca.
That is a 19.
All right, so you would pick up that he is known in the main city of Perchik if you asked Drow specifically.
Yeah.
You could not call it name to anyone else, or the guard wouldn't have much, but if you found a Drow, they would tell you that he is, let me pull up my notes really quick. Of Nicholas Alpienza. You would know that he does not, in fact, work for the guild. You're able to pick that up. And never has. You would also know he's respected as he was and more of a folk hero. And you rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I can give you. You would miss that one. He is a sorcerer, a drow sorcerer. Those are rare to come by. Who travels and has been known to stop and show little drow children magic tricks and try to inspire them as well. So would have seen him doing some like sparks and little stars and cosmic magic, like ice magic. That same thing that Carmen does. Refused to go into a temple of Vito when they would have asked him to. And that's what you would have gotten from poking around the past month. Not in Nightmare, of course, these are some travelers.
Yeah.
So Meryl has spent some time trying out that little wind magic thing and was very focused on what exactly you wanted to do with it. So you guys have seen Meryl jumping around and stalling a lot, jumping off different things, testing out different inventions with Ollie's help of like wing things, like
Yes.
soar, and those just never really
Get
weren't,
that on the ceiling.
weren't really practical, things like that, until Xanderly was like, come here. If you're gonna do this, at least learn how to aim. So Xanderley would have set up little, the flags you use when you're skiing that get
Yeah.
knocked down, and would have set those up for Meryl to try to jump between and work on for your training and stuff.
You create little ledges for you to run up
Yeah.
and leap from.
Yeah.
You would have had to have Ollie help you with that one as well.
That would be good.
Yeah.
And then while you're flying, start throwing things to see if you can dodge them.
Ah. Not so good at that one.
What if you have a bunch of water balloons? Can you drop water balloons from above? Drop them on Carmen.
So Meryl's
Oh,
been
you practice your deflection.
pranking people all over, spending her time well. I believe Meryl will spend a lot of her time in past the Project Capital, showing off, becoming a hero. Do you wear a mask? Yes. Okay, so Meryl wears a mask.
I thought about wearing the full like Super Sentai Power Ranger suit, but that would get really hot.
Really?
That's true.
I don't know how they do it.
You have a cape.
Use a cloak or a cape.
It gets caught on everything.
Meryl does the.
You don't even have like a solid control on what direction that your wind is going. It's gonna wrap around your head.
But imagine with the tape, it'd be like,
No, I'm seeing it going.
Well, that means it has to like drape over your shoulders a little bit so that when you go like that, it flies off and then floats down.
yeah.
So as far as NPCs go, in the past 2 months, Spades is still working as a trainee. Spades also kept under very close watch by some of the more adult staff members, which you would have met a couple by now.
Okay.
Teachers and other things that are keeping a very close eye on him, including he's been having a lot of different conversations with Evelyn Red as well, like private teaching lessons and things.
Does he have other classmates that he's getting along with?
He does not. He does not have a classmate. They're currently in the process of determining another group. Generally explained this takes a lot of time, and usually they have someone set on this task, which is what Cross used to be. Cross was someone that they sent out for a couple of months, just like how you guys just had your 2 months, to try to find people that would be good and fit the place in the school. Currently, he was the one they were trying to train to replace them, to be their new strategist and help recruit people, and he left. Or graduated, or is gone. No one has really told you.
Yeah.
So they do not have any new students yet. They also are offering, because of that, you guys each have the opportunity to put in request forms for any NPCs you find to Xanderley or to Evelyn or any of the other teachers to say, hey, this person might actually be a good fit for the school. And then they'll go through a screening process that people have a chance to mentor them into, just like how Hayden did for Meryl.
Aww.
These are for any NPCs you guys pick up with from now on. So, for example, you could be, I think Theodore Solis would be a great person for the Heroes Academy if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Journey would have tried, and then they would have informed Journey that he rejected his invitation. And she would be sad for like 24 hours. Probably like 48. Monday would have dropped out of the Heroes program. Where you guys are, and taken a middle job, not to try to create a hero persona for herself, but to basically stay and work as much as she can for the school and for the surrounding area in Portland. Because traveling was fun, but it's not really her thing. And she has not felt inspired to go and do more. But she still will be around. You would have to go try to find her and request her to come on missions and stuff.
Okay.
And as you guys gain levels and stuff, she's not going to go as fast.
Right.
I really remember that part. Journey is doing exceptionally well. She would have fixed the hole in your roof. Would not have let that stand.
It's modified into a sunroof, though, right?
Yes,
like,
of
it's not
course.
fully sealed
Yes,
up.
it would be like also very ornately. She would have spent like way too much time on it to avoid doing other things.
Yeah, very nice. window.
She's gone. She's gone probably quite a few days out of the week, working with different people. She works with Xanderley a lot. Is what you're starting to see. Both of them have paired up. Ace goes on missions with some of the higher ups. She, when you do see her, she's always really tired. She was gone for the entire month or prior week around the full moon this time. Other than that, she's been trying to do some small stuff in Forma, but every time she comes back, she looks a little bit more worried. And then that's everyone for your 2 months. And you guys
What
are
about Lou?
Sparkler. Oh,
And
right,
Lou.
Sparkler. Lou. Lou would be working in the clinics a lot at the school and in Pesca. She is the only cleric, or one of 2 clerics for her gods. So she gets a lot of questioning from people, hopeful clerics and things like that. And she has to like shrug them off a lot, and she works as a healer a lot. Spends a lot of time in graveyards talking to ghosts, learning things about Pesca and what's happened in the past few years. That's what she's been doing a lot of research work from school. Sparkler has been doing training. Sparkler has their 9 to 5 shift pretty much every day with Evelyn or Dale Red, working on their stuff. They seem to walk a little bit more confidently by the end of it. Keep that. You would have probably had a mission or 2 with everyone except for Bob and Swingon.
Mhm.
So today, on Monday morning, is your first class back with Sanderley in about 2 months exactly. Wow. Because I mean, if you counted the last one where you guys were, what was it? Hungover. If you count that, otherwise it would have been almost 2.5.
Oh, wow.
Almost 3 months. Everyone gets ready for their 9 a.m. 8:30. Sorry, it's 8:30 start time. Bogdan rolls up at about 8:15 on horseback while everyone else is getting seated. So, you guys have anything you want to say to go ahead?
Do we know he's coming back today?
Unless you have sent word. No.
No.
Okay, no, you do not know.
We
Like
have, a,
Xanderly might know, but I don't think
Nobody else would have.
we have a going bet if Bogdan's coming
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, what's the bet? Hold on.
No, you're not there.
Yeah.
No, this is me. What is your bet?
It's basically, is Bogdan coming back or is Bogdan not
Are
coming
you
back?
betting on it?
Yes.
Sparkler puts down $30 for yes. This today.
I'll match it for yes.
For yes?
For yes.
Okay.
What if he decided to stick with the Nightingale because it was a
He's
better
too
game?
fucking proud not to come back because
Journey says no, get out while you can.
I'll put 10 on yes.
Lou says no. Lou says that the Nightingale is good for him. Carmen?
she put down 20 and say that he's too goddamn stubborn to quit halfway through something.
Then Ace.
Ace abstains.
So she's the money bank.
What?
She's the money bank. She just
Oh, yeah.
gets the winnings.
Yeah, she'll hold on to it.
So Bogdan walks through the door.
So I walked through the door.
And Journey's the only one who put money on no.
No,
Oh, Lou did. Journey and Lou.
so they both just like.
They lose like $20, and then each of you get like 2.
Yeah.
We're like, welcome back, Bogdan. And then
You're all like,
back, I was like,
Do you have the real question is, do you have a tacky hat?
You have to have.
You have to have a hat.
You were with 2 months with him. You got to a horse. You have to get a hat.
You don't. He would not have made you get a hat. That's like his thing. You can have a hat if you want, though. If we would have walked by in a hat shop, I was like, do you want a hat? You could get a hat.
I feel like no.
Would you have a
Right.
small cape, like a butt cape or a side cape or a shoulder cape?
Shoulder.
Like a half cape or like a full.
It's like a hat, like
Nothing that can get caught on anything. It's all for appearance.
So, Bogdan walks through the door. You guys are not having to wear your uniforms anymore if you don't want to. Lou still wears hers. Ace as well in the daily. Getting into full armor is a lot of work, so she doesn't usually. Journey is like, fuck that. Bogdan walks through, and it looks a little bit different. Bogdan looks like he's spent 2 months doing hard manual labor and in the sun, so his skin's a little like brighter, clearer. Looks a lot healthier and not like as much of a bookworm, and has actually gained like some noticeable muscle. Also, the really nice clothes make Bogdan look more like a professional hero than when you last saw him.
oh, Bogdan.
You also have like some weird like knife looking like sheath thing on your hip. And a spell book tucked under your arm.
Are you a modern musketeer now?
No.
What's
Wait,
that?
what's the definition of a musketeer? Does it?
They have a musket.
Yeah, then no.
They have a sword and a gun.
What kind of cool things did you learn?
A lot of cool things.
Like what? Show us something.
Show us a cool signature move you learned.
If you don't have a name for it, that's okay. I'm good with those.
You did learn one, right?
Thanks, Odin.
Bogdan's gonna like push his chair back a little bit and pull out his what looks like a knife, but it's just the hilt. And he's gonna and he's gonna flick it, and it's gonna fire.
Oh.
Blue fire and all.
And the sword.
It's a sword.
Okay, imagine making s'mores with that.
No, don't put candy near my sword.
Lou's gonna come up and like reach out to it.
It's fire. That's fine. It's beautiful. It will burn you. No.
Wait, does that mean you can touch it because fire doesn't bother you as much? Oh,
I'm not gonna hold it there too.
Only 7 points of damage worth.
Yeah.
All for a show.
Yep. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And I'm gonna flick it again and put it back. How was your months?
It was really good. Look what I can do. I shoot 50
Yeah.
while you were outside.
You're right. You cannot do that.
Oh.
You can, or you
No,
can still do
you
it.
do it. You hit the ceiling.
Ow.
That's
Meryl.
that's impressive. Like,
Lou's
I'm
just
still-
gonna like reach out and like heal you gently.
I'm trying to learn how to control it still. I'm not the best at it.
that's interesting.
Now imagine that outside.
You might want to stick to it being outside.
It's windier out there.
Sandra opens up the door.
As then it comes and I like smash my hands together and get the like dirt fist or whatever. Yeah.
So Sandra opens the door. Just it open.
Hi.
Hello.
And it's like, hello, good morning. She shuts the door and then looks over at Bogdan and says, nice costume, and keeps going.
I mean, I'll just like look at like my
The student body, and they're just gonna be like,
I look good.
It's a nice costume.
It's not a costume.
Why not? You're trained to
You're
be
a
a hero.
It's not a costume. It's an outfit.
This isn't your
It's a
hero costume?
No, it's not traveling.
Meryl, think fast. He's gonna punch you.
Well, I'll catch myself and push myself back forward with the wind.
Oh my gosh.
alright. Sandra's gonna come. Welcome back to class, everyone. Suppose you're any questions? No? I suppose you're curious about class rankings. Pull my grade book really quick. Alright, so currently with, of course, the numbers in from last time, the last couple months have not been, they've been counted a little bit depending on what you've been doing. I can't exactly give people less credit for not being here. That would be fair because all of you have been working hard and being good students. Alright, so I'll get really quick. I do have to look at my grade book. Have you seen my grade book?
No,
It's my grade book.
that's so good.
I'm thinking right after. Okay. So currently, rocking in first place, unfortunately, is Cross. Who's not here, and I really believe that he should be removed. Next time, maybe I'll do that. Currently in first place is holding strong as Carmen. Second is Ace, coming back with that last mission. Can't do much better than saving your own country. Sorry, guys. Third
Yeah.
is Bogdan. Fourth is Meryl, who made a startling upstart. Can't get much more heroic than that. Also, extra credit to you for saving a small child. That looks good on everyone. Ollie is in fifth, still the same spot. Still doing good. Actually got a higher grade percentage this time. Nice. And then so on is going to go on to the rest of the list. What?
Down.
Yes. So, anyways, we're gonna give you guys a little fun activity. Everyone will follow me outside. So that brings you outside to the same old worn out target that you guys used when you first got here. So how this works is is 30 feet away, the target is. There's a line that he draws in the, Journey draws in the ground, actually, with slash paint, and a target. And it is your choice how to destroy it. You can move towards the target, of course. The line's just kind of for everyone else to stay behind. And you think, based on how you do at hitting the target, you get a point out of 10, or above 10 if you do super well.
Okay. So it's just destroy the target.
And this is for your practical class.
My first practical was really good though.
Yeah, same.
I've never done this before. This is exciting.
Last time we had to hit it with magic only.
Mhm.
But I didn't have magic, so I just hit it with my sword.
It was magic though.
Yeah. Okay, so we just destroy it.
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
You'll see.
Okay.
Surprise.
I have a lot of options.
Alright. If Meryl charges it, I have an action ready if Meryl charges it.
You have an action prepared.
I do.
I'm adding an assignment really quick so I can just do this right away. All right. Who would like to go first?
Top of our class should go first. Lead by example, right?
Of course. That's class.
Well,
He's not here. So
Don't follow his example.
Mostly he's just there to motivate you guys all to work harder. Don't want to be sitting pretty at the top.
it's fine. Great, Ollie.
Bogdan's like, I had such a great teacher for the past 2 months who was nothing but encouraging, and now I have this asshole.
He's like, and I went down. Great. But I worked my ass off for 2 months, and now I'm in third, technically fourth.
and now you're just as strong as before.
I'm technically stronger than before, just none of my agility stuff went up because 11 still was 0.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Roll 1.
Nope. I rolled 20.
All right.
Wow.
Bogdan's going first, apparently. Then Bogdan walks up to go first with such confidence that actually everyone staggers for a little bit.
wow.
Alright, so I'm going to
So Xana's going to be like, let's see what you got, hotshot.
The new bold block. I like this.
Confidence. Let's see what you have.
I'm going to
And then before you do that, Xana's going to be lean over and whispers like, by the way, Cross told me to tell you that hotshot was a good also nickname choice, but he's leaving it up to your consideration. I'm gonna
That's pretty good.
Bug's like, great, I'll consider it. I'm gonna take out my sword,
Mhm.
flick it on,
okay.
and then I'm gonna walk. That's a blast, so that's including me.
You can place it, but it's usually you guys.
Okay, well I'm gonna walk
We'll say blast with range of what?
3. So I'm gonna
Is
walk
it blast 3 or range 3?
close blast 3.
Right. So then it has to be around you.
Okay, so then I'm going to walk close enough to the target to where this will hit it, and I'm gonna flick my sword so that and I'm gonna use Flaming Cyclone, which is a cyclone basically surrounds me and whips around a bunch, so I hit the target with that.
Okay.
And then you want me to roll damage?
Roll hit.
Oh fuck. Well, it's versus its reflex.
Oh.
Okay.
I want you to roll to see how good you do it.
Okay, is
You
that
can use your intelligence modifier on that. It's your magic modifier. And your strength is use both. Or if you have performance, you can use that too.
Do we have that for level?
You can have half your level, yeah.
Alright, so then.
So the intelligence natural.
And then my strength too?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then it's gonna be 20 not natural.
Alright, so Bogdan comes up and whips out the sword, and it doesn't have quite the amount of effect it would have if you hadn't seen the sword before. But everyone is still seeing the sword not only whip out, but also spin into a huge cyclone on fire that engulfs not only Bogdan, but also the entire target. So you cannot quite see through between this huge tower of fire. And as it dissipates, it's catching little bursts on the target.
Keep
You
that
could
one.
do a keep from that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at Xanderley, and I'm gonna walk back to my place in the lineup. Just as confidently as when I went up.
You know what you should do? Is when you're done with your sword, go blow it out.
That was stop.
That'd be so cool, though.
It's already in my sheet.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Alright, who had next second round? I'll tell you it's not the
I had
NPCs.
16. I had
12, 18, 16. And then NPCs at Molly. They roll the units. It's easier.
Yes.
Okay,
Damn it.
I'm going to use my wind to blast twice to blast myself 30 feet towards it.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Is that a charge?
Yes. And then I'm going to use Cometfall Charge. So that's I essentially leap forward and thrust my sword with everything I've got.
Mhm.
And
Hit.
strength versus AC.
Oh.
Um,
Did you hit it?
uh,
What do you think of the target?
10.
You do hit it, but you don't hit it in the middle.
oh,
But you
okay.
hit the top of the target, and as you do, you hit it with such force and momentum that you haven't quite figured out how to control it. Your sword gets stuck through this metal target. You can hear the noise as it slides in, and now your
Yeah.
sword's kind of like whoop, 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 but it's stuck in there.
Oh,
Just leave it and walk away like that was supposed to happen.
yeah.
Explosion when you walk away.
All right.
Maybe use
Alright.
a little bit of wind magic to make my cape flow, if I
You can do that. That's your last one.
can. Okay.
It also does like 11-foot burst of the like, so it's like it comes from you just like put your hand behind your back and goes.
There it goes.
All right, you hit the target, so you passed.
Oh, can I mention that can I shout the names of my attacks as I charge and do the thing?
Yes, you may make a performance check.
Okay. Is that charisma?
Yes, it'd be Chris.
No.
I'm
I
sorry.
stumble on the name as I do it
The
because
one.
it's a
Yeah.
natural one.
Meryl like gets the target and has a sword and does the wind thing and it's like, by the way, that was whatever attack it
Oh,
was.
Typhoon Dash. 'Cause it's like Typhoon, but it does it 3 times, so it's Typhoon.
And everyone's like, you only did it twice.
There's a third one. The target's too close, and yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
But you saw a Cometfall Charge. That was really cool, right?
Great job, Meryl.
Everyone cheers.
I'm gonna get my sword.
Alright, make a strength check to take it out.
7,
Oh.
10.
Meryl's like barely, and it looks like it's like 3 pulls
Yeah.
that gets the sword out.
Oh,
It was nice and like warm from Bogdan's lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, Carmen.
no. Okay, so she is definitely gonna try to look a little bit more cool this time. Quite literally. So do you only get one shot or can she set up? Okay, so she's gonna use
If you're doing 2 things of initiative, you have to let me know because it will take 6 seconds in between. So Carmen has to do something, and if she's gonna take another action, then it's another 6 seconds.
Okay.
So the pause will still be there.
Okay. So, well, the first thing that she does is Sokara's Force, which basically sets up like ice. So an area of effect. So she sets it up in front of her,
Mhm.
and she kind of like waves her hand as she does it.
Okay, this is all performance piece.
Yep. And she's going to slide and cast Ray of the Moon on the target.
Make an acrobatic check.
15.
Alright, so you slides a little, your knees shake
A little bit.
a little bit, and now I want you to since you're sliding, now I want you to try to make a second acrobatic check to stay standing while you cast your spell.
14.
All right, so you slip,
Oh, damn it.
but you still have a
I
chance
tried.
to fire off your spell.
Yep. That is a 17.
17. All right, so spell goes off and it is able to hit the target a little bit, but
I
Carmen
tried.
still slips and falls on her butt.
Damn.
All right,
I tried.
what does your spell do? What does your spell do?
It's a frigid beam of white cold light that just right in front of whatever she's going for.
Okay.
It's a ranged spell, so it just.
Okay. Everyone claps.
She's like,
I'm sarcastic.
that's okay.
It's a clap. You still hit the target. So you got
Yeah, yeah.
All right, next is NPCs. So up there, Lou. So the last time Lou did this, Lou just raised the skeleton from the dead and high-fived the target from underneath it. So this time, she has been working a little bit harder, and she kicked out her greatsword, which is this big glowing mass, and she swings it from 15 feet away. She like walks up and swings it, and as she does, there's this big beam of like radiant light that rips through the ground as she swings it and carves like a big like indent like an inch deep into the target with her swing sound. And then as she does, she hits it no problem. And then she swings it back. She's able to keep her balance actually very well this time, so she's not swinging around this big thing she can't wield anymore.
Damn.
And then she pulls up her like cloak that she wears, and then it disappears into the darkness. And there, and she curtsies a little bit.
Impressed.
Yeah, you did very well. Yeah, you get extra credit with that one.
It's cute.
Journey, this last time, Journey built a trebuchet and launched one into it. This time, she takes out her paintbrush and paints a. I think she's gonna do this. Sorry, I don't remember. I had it down before. Okay, so what she does is she paints a circle at her feet, and then steps back and drops a potion out of her pocket into it, and it glows a little bit. And then she lifts it up, and it's just a glowing ring. And then she takes a very small painted little arrow, and she's going through and as a turn about this long and about this wide. The zooms forward the same force she had when it was small, and goes and goes right to the target. And it hits it, and it grazes like ricochets off the top.
Oh damn.
Wow.
And she's gonna like shrug, and she's like working on using enchanted effects with it, and it doesn't seem to work quite so well yet, but still hit it. Sparkler is going to take their magic 8 ball and shake it. Like, am I gonna hit the target? Okay. And then they're gonna put the magic 8 ball away, and then they roll their sleeves up. You can see like their white skin and everything, and they go like this, except both their fingers, and as they do this, rippling fire comes shooting out from it. Natural 20. And Sparkler's like fire kind of goes out, not in like a beam, but in like a fan. So it hits the target and keeps going and going and going. It actually hits the tree line.
Oh gosh.
And as they do, Sparkler like flies backwards and starts coughing a little bit.
Jesus.
That's
Oh my god.
Nice job.
that's
That's what
That's
natural
different.
20 does.
Hmm.
So everyone kind of just like stands there, and like the whole field is like erupted into flames. And Ace is just gonna like stamp some of it
I
out.
have
do
a
that.
water spell that is a wave.
Did you have one?
Yep, because of my my theme that I picked.
Mhm.
So she gets a 3 square length wave.
So Carmen just goes, puts out all the fire.
So that was impressive.
Sparkler burns off like all their like gloves, everything. They have like little claws with little gold star freckles on their hands.
That's cute.
And they have like little claw. They have there's hands, and so they have really thick, long fingernails. And they're like, oh gosh. Sorry, I've been working really hard on that sort of thing. It's just hard to less. Definitely less.
Was it like white fire? Or was it just
Red.
red?
It
That was so cool.
was very bright.
Do you have a name for it? A name for your fire stuff.
Fire?
Yeah, for fire.
No. Should I? Does it have a name
Yeah.
already? I didn't know
You
if
should
it had
name it.
a name.
I-
I don't know if I should name it. It's not exactly all
You
my
should
magic.
ask your magic prediction globe if you should name it.
Should I name my fires? Our fires.
Your fire spell.
Yes. This is no. I really should respect. This is.
I tried.
Well, maybe a cool catchphrase while you do it or something. Like, outlook not so good.
Okay.
Boom.
It is decidedly so.
Yes.
That's
Oh my goodness. Well, I suppose it did say probably.
That one could be probably.
So that time. Okay, but what if I know if it's gonna miss? Should I still say that?
No, don't say that. No.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Nope,
Nope.
Ace's turn.
Ace's turn.
I've seen later enough fight, just like someone's cornered Sparkler is like, any last words? No!
That's so good.
So Ace comes over, and she walks up to the target, like she did last time. Last time she just kind of like stabbed her halberd into it without really doing much. And the target is about 6 feet tall, and about 6 feet wide, and is anchored with big metal pegs into the ground. And she grabs onto it, and she successfully throws it up over her head onto the ground on the other side.
well.
Cool.
Oh.
And she growls a little bit when she does that.
Oh.
You showed that target.
Sanderly's like, at the least you could do is put it back upright.
Yeah.
And she's gonna like yank it back up in its spot. And then give it like a kiss right in the middle and walk away.
Oh my god.
And he's just gonna look really impatient with her, but he can't actually do anything about it.
Yeah.
Alright, next is Ollie's last.
So I kind of wanted to do a combo thing.
It's 6 seconds apart.
Well, because I've been working with Meryl on like creating those slopes or hills or whatever to run off of. So I want to create one of those and then like run off of it and then like punch the center of the target.
They will be 6 seconds apart.
Yeah.
So pretty much you could run, stop, punch, back up, wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and then run over it.
Well, I want to like create the ramp first and then
Okay, you
run
have
up
the
with it.
cramp comes to your feet, so you have to run up and
Okay.
hit the ramp.
Okay, I want to do that.
Okay, so you run to the target.
Yeah.
15 feet away.
Yep.
And or 20 feet away.
I kick the ground
Okay,
and then
So
shoot
there's a
it.
ramp.
Yeah, shoot
Okay.
an upward slope that's like exactly the one I've been using with Meryl this whole time.
Perfect. Make a magic check.
Nice.
17 plus 4,
Mhm.
22.
Very, it looks excellent.
Then I go running up, and then I want to do the stone fists and like punch straight in the center.
Okay, and roll to hit.
20.
20, that will hit, and it's a fort save.
Yeah.
Alright, so, well, yes, it's a hardness one. So they rolled a 19, and I'd like you to roll a strength check. At the 20, so Ollie said
Oh my God.
target flying back.
Yeah!
25
Oh my god.
But because Ollie was coming at it from a downward angle, it slams it down into the ground and then tumbles one square backwards, back right up into place where it's supposed to be just 5 feet back.
So like smack into the ground and then
Amazing with two
jump up in the air and go woo!
For everyone, yep.
Yeah.
Alright, good job, everyone. Xandalite is
Seismic fist.
Xandalite's gonna turn around and take the sun,
Oh, it's not fist, that's right.
and then Xandalite takes their sunglasses off and brings them. It's like, I am impressed with all of your guys' accomplishments. Good job, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hmm.
Keep working. Alright, back to the building.
Dustin.
Everyone's like really excited and pumped up
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they're coming back inside.
Yeah.
And Taylor is going to lean forward and be like, all right, now that you guys are all back, you can take one of the big missions. One of you guys already grabbed one, but it's fine. Still open. Work on that. I will tell you this: you don't want to be longer than a week because you need some time to get back to relax. So if you're gone for more than a week and a half, you're going to be sad because in a week and 4 days from now, next Friday, we are starting a little bit of a event that we do. It's a little bit it's not through the school, of course, through the guild, and we do a fun little arena, the arm wrestling in the main guild.
Yeah.
It's like that, but you get a 50-foot arena, and then people place a lot of bets, and it's a lot of money. So you get, if you win, of course you get a cut. So there are going to be pair events, so teams of two. There also will be singles, a single tournament bracket. This will include everyone who has passed being fucking students. So everyone but Spades. Everyone but him. Everyone but a lot faster. Besides, it'd be a little dangerous if he did anyways. You do know he's only a year-old vampire, and he is under a lot of control already, but that's probably because he's related to Ace, and she can deal with her shit. That's why you're not going to see him a lot. If you need him, you can always recruit him on the missions, but other than that, we keep a muzzle on him. Not a muzzle. That's offensive, and then Ace is just going to roll her eyes. But if I could, I would.
So are younger vampires more like thirsty than?
Harder for them to control their impulses. Never make a vampire do a will save. It's bad news.
So
They're going to
like
fail.
baby vamps or like vamplings or
You can call them that. That's funny.
or vamplets.
There's only one, thank God, that we have here. Nothing against vampires. Same thing as demons. Never should be prejudiced against. However, they do need to feed on live blood to survive, and that's what we've been trying to figure out a way for him to do that responsibly. So up to you guys. If you want to spend the next week training here and doing small missions, or if you want to go off on your big one, or any of the other ones, up to you.
So the big one means we can't do the tournament.
You can do the training.
So long as we don't take longer than a week.
As long as we're back.
Which I mean, honestly, should be no problem.
Confidence is key for heroes. Before you go, you will be required on one of the missions. You will be required to think of names for yourself that can be temporary. You can change your names, but you need something. If you want to be complete, think about it. If you want to be completely linked to your hero name, such as Ace, she is. Everyone knows who the fuck she is. It's kind of hard when you're a princess. Can't really avoid that unless you wear a mask, like some people's teachers. He doesn't want to be a prince, but he is. Oh yeah. You would have figured out Calloway, one of the old families. It's not. It's like if as soon as he told you his name was Calloway,
Okay.
It would have been like, oh, because it's like a rumor already. Up to you. Think of a name, anything to go by, and you get what you need. Head out. Take who you want. Remember, it's up to 6 for that mission or any of the missions in town work as well.
Oh, I think it'd be really good to go and look into the disappearing oases.
The oasis system.
Well,
It was a tree that disappears. The
no, it's
oasis.
a disappearing oasis. That's what the mission said.
No, but the-
The tree was also disappearing too.
Lots of disappearing things.
They're reappearing.
I don't think the oasis was disappearing. Was the oasis disappearing?
But they can't find it.
So
It's
it's
disappearing. It is kind of, yeah. They both do. The disappearing tree is a different mission.
Right.
You'd be teleported for a 3-hour hike. There's some storms. Caravans were uprooted. There's dragons potentially.
Wait, but how tough are the dragons in the oasis?
They can be pretty tough.
Make a intelligence check, nature check.
Natural
20.
20.
All right, so Ollie would know that the dragons, there are a lot of different kinds of lizards, like a lot of reptiles, more than there are mammals and wood deer. How they work is the bigger and nicer the oasis is, the bigger and badder dragon it attacks. The lab dragons will completely take these places as nests to hoard their treasure and are easily able to guard them from pastors because the water source is so important to a dragon as well. And if they're the biggest, scariest thing around, it's theirs. So depending on how big and scary it is, it's oftentimes known that they will fight over them. Some smaller creatures, like little hordes of small, like bearded dragon lizards, like the little ones that are poisonous. Those will be there too. If you've ever seen holes, they are big, like dragon
What
dragons. They will be white, every color of the rainbow. Everything but like a green dragon, those big black ones.
So if it's a big
Or
oasis,
black. So there will be red dragons, especially gold dragons, silver dragons, copper dragons. There would be pink ones, bright blue ones.
How many people is this one affecting?
Opalescent dragons are the ones
That's
that
how
are
many we're
most.
bringing. How many people is it affecting?
caravans that are passing through the area.
You could make an intelligence check to know more about the area.
22.
Alright, so the town of Leisurely is a western city, a suburb. It's pretty far away from the main city. It's not a travel city, so it's not a huge port. These are people who live there. Lots of like traditional elves from Whittier would be there. These are mostly elven communities. Very few not elves that live there. There would be to the farther west of there. This would be one of the possible stopping points, not like a main one or anything, on the way to the like nicer beaches in western Whittier and stuff. It's a fairly big town, but it's still a town, not a city. And the oasis has been affecting caravans coming through. Those are the ones who have been noticing it because of the massive sandstorms that are being kicked up around it.
Okay.
And generally, when there's an unnatural storm, there's unnatural magic that's disrupted.
Right.
So we'll probably find some corrupted magic or some affected magic at the end of this.
Right.
Maybe illusionary magic is disappearing.
Something. All I know is that like places like Analysis have raging storms when there's issues.
You have been explained that the storms here are similar to that in Dallas. They're like white thunderstorms, which is never to be seen in Whittier before, or very rare, seldom seen in Whittier.
Maybe.
So you can theorize what's going on as much as you want, or you
Yeah.
can make a plan of how to get there and what you want to do about it.
Yeah. Well, we can bring.
It's who do you want to bring? You can
Yeah,
bring
two
up
more.
to 2 NPCs. Yeah.
Well, Sparkler seems like a logical choice
Mm-hmm.
because they might know the area.
Are you gonna go Asperger?
Where are you from in Whittier?
I'm from a small traditional town,
What's its name?
Leisurely.
You want to
Oh.
go there?
Why?
Well, we have a mission.
Yes.
You don't want to go?
I have not been. I was young. There when I was younger. I have not really been back since. I mean, I do some visit. I guess I think about visiting, but
But you don't want to go.
I mean, you can't.
Do you have family there? People you want to go see?
I have different answers to both of those questions.
I'm guessing a yes and a no.
Yes,
Why don't you want to go see them?
I ran away to go to the big city to learn about astrology and tarot reading and all of that, which was not practiced in our village properly. My parents were enthusiastic about it, but I didn't tell them I was exactly leaving. Oh, very brave of you. Have you talked to your parents since?
Okay, why? Why?
Let's just say that being a hero wasn't on their list of things they wanted me to do. So
I
you
never
ran
expected
away.
the hero route myself. Yeah, it was very different. But if I suppose if I keep the mask on and things, they won't recognize me. Just to be fine. I'll just won't talk.
Sure.
I mean,
I mean, if you don't want to go, we don't have to bring you.
it'd just be.
I'm confused. Did you want me to come?
Yes.
Well, it would be helpful.
We want you to come. We think.
but if you're not comfortable with coming, we won't make you come.
Yes.
Do you want to see the mission information?
Maybe. Okay, so Sparkler reads it over. You guys can all make a insight check on Sparkler's body language as they're reading.
That's your phone.
One. I'd like you to roll odds or evens. Who wants to be odds? Who wants to be evens?
Who?
You two. odd,
Okay.
even. Right? Is that what you said?
Yes. No, even.
It was the
Even,
opposite.
odd. Even, odd. Roll. Any dice.
What?
Don't fuck me up.
Ha! Odd. So Ollie goes, Sparkler, and slaps Carmen.
Oh my god.
Are you okay? You could do whatever you want, and like turns like bright red, and Carmen just gets really distracted by Ollie.
God.
And you both okay, so yeah, so you fuck up Spark Carmen's natural 20 completely. And then for Bogdan, Sparkler definitely gets like really tense reading the like descriptions of like the lower descriptions, I guess, of like what's been happening in the location and stuff. They seem you basically are like they're a little uncertain, a little scared, worried, sort of thing. Meryl will know that this Sparkler looks a little uncomfortable, and you can't tell if they really want to go or not. It seems like Sparkler is more apprehensive about going, but is still curious. So Sparkler looks it over and folds it back up, and it's like, I don't know if this is the right. I mean, if you need me, but I don't want to. Don't help. I mean, I can lead you through the desert and everything, but I don't know how much you want me anywhere near any of these things.
Okay. If something bad happened and you were near it, you just seem nervous.
Yes, of course I'm nervous. I have not been home in a long time.
It would be helpful if you came.
More helpful than anyone else?
You know the area.
It's all desert.
I haven't been to this area before, so.
I mean, if it's an oasis that has not been marked, I know where it is. But I can look.
But if you don't want to go into the village, you don't have to. But
I wanna
if
go
you
into
say
the oasis, either the desert, either.
okay,
Well,
Bucket's trying really hard to not be rude.
this is new for him.
I've had a month and a half with a very empathetic person who I'm pretty sure whenever I was rude to either Aurora or Giddy, Jack would be like, fuck, you really shouldn't.
Do you want to rephrase that?
You'll regret it if you don't.
So you don't want to go to either the oasis, desert, or village, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, but don't have to come.
I can come. I should have. Your mission. One of you, the leader.
I know you
I will
can
listen.
come.
I can come.
I'm
I can
asking,
come.
do you want to come? Yes or no? Don't ask your ball. Yes or don't not. You, not the ball.
Yes and no. Yes and no. But it's a yes and no, and it's very difficult because sometimes I do want to come and I do want to know what's going on, but I don't want to really be close to there. I'm still worried about that. Jump fire thing. Oof. But it's scary.
If you save everything.
Save what? Save everything. Is something in danger? Are they getting hurt? Is people getting hurt?
Yes,
read
you just
read
read
the packet.
I read the other. Yeah.
People are being affected by this, by the storm,
Yes,
the
because they're being
caravans.
heroes and things, but I don't know if it gets maybe a little bit. I heard someone. I do that sometimes. It's very frustrating.
Okay, one, we're not gonna hurt anyone.
Okay, but what if it happens?
If it happens,
listen.
What if I get
it's
caused by a
okay.
sandstorm and they become a raging
Sparkler.
monster in the desert? What?
Just for like 1 second,
No.
just calm down.
The sandstorms aren't super bad either.
If you hurt somebody,
Yes.
it'll be okay.
No, that's the opposite of what it would
No,
I will
you
go.
will be fine.
If you want me to come, you can come get me. I can help. I will do the best that I can. And I will leave it at that before I say anything else that might incriminate me and is going to walk away.
Sparkler just pleaded the fifth.
Bonnie's gonna like look to the rest of the group and he was like, alright, I tried very, very hard.
Yes, you did.
And I'm gonna follow after Sparkler. Okay.
Oh,
Bonnie's like, I tried, I just want everyone to know that. And Bonnie's like,
I'm
"Oh,
halfway through saying good job before you leave it.
I tried, I'm gonna go fuck it up. Alright, Bonnie's gonna move my hand flat. Okay, first of all,
Yes. Bogdan, hello.
hello.
You look very nice in your new clothes. If I told you that, it's going to keep walking faster towards the dorm.
Bonnie's like, normally that would work, I'm gonna follow. And he's like, alright, you need to deal with whatever this is.
Well, your fire is much more impressive than mine. I think you'll be able to handle it.
I know what you're doing.
What? I don't know anything you're talking about. Have you heard that today? I don't
solve the problem, then whatever happened will be fine because you're gonna be the hero there that went and saved your own fucking people.
I suppose that would be good. I saved my family and
Right.
everything, rather than letting someone else do it.
Right. Instead of staying here and being worried.
I would be very worried. I am worried. I'm very worried.
Exactly.
I'm worried about me.
Now
I'm worried
imagine
about
if
them.
you're
I'm worried about you. I'm worried about
shut
everyone
up,
else.
shut up.
That would be very dangerous.
Sparkler. Shh. Don't talk while I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Because I don't want to leave you here and then you come back and you ask us a million questions.
I will ask you questions while you're there. I can send messages to you.
I don't want that either. That's distracting.
Oh.
And also, you can do that?
Yes, I've always been able to do that.
That would have been useful 2 months ago when you were stuck in a fucking children's camp.
Yes, no one said I needed to message anyone.
You didn't know you could fucking do it.
Can I am a loser?
Okay, you're coming with us.
I can do it. I can do it very well.
No,
So
we're
Xander
not-
is, but he's only taught me. He's very experienced. How are you feeling? All right.
I'm perfect.
It says yes.
Okay, you're coming on the mission then. It said yes.
That was for you.
No, you said yes.
I'm going. Should I check?
No,
It's already happened.
it's already happened.
No, it has already happened. You did say it was happening.
It happened. It's passed. So
You are the leader on this mission, so I will do my best to follow your guidelines. And Sarko is going to run away. Like actual run.
I'm gonna walk back to the group and he's like,
Is he coming?
yes.
That sounded.
Well,
Like-
they said yes, and then booked it. So yes. Also, Sparkler said I should be the leader of this mission. It's their home place, so I figured we ought to respect that.
Well, I think we should take this to a vote.
I believe. Holly's like, I'm still salty about movie night. How I got my movie.
I think we should vote.
So we have one, and we're going to deal with whatever the fuck Sparkler's doing, because I don't want to come back and have them deal. It's gonna be worse if they don't come.
No, I understand that.
So who's our second person?
Please.
I mean, I feel like if it's some weird magic, we should bring someone else who's skilled with magic.
But also dragons are going to be there, and having a heavy hitter in the party would be helpful.
Carmen's like, excuse you. Who do you think I am?
Oh, that user, you
You
squishy
don't
little.
think that I can handle a dragon?
I saw you fight some wyverns. Wyverns, those are different.
Wyverns are different, but dragons are a lot bigger. But you don't think I've fought a dragon before?
I don't know, have you fought a dragon
Yes.
before, Carmen?
Really? Yes.
Okay, that's besides
Was
the
it like-
point. You know what happens every time? You know what happens every time we don't bring a cleric? We need a cleric.
I know. I was going to suggest we go ask Lou. She's also good with weird, fucked up magic stuff.
I know.
I know. So we should go ask Lou, and she's gonna go ask Lou.
Lou, you should come with us on this mission.
Yeah.
Why? Because your skills would be very useful.
Have you ever been to the desert?
Yes. Why do you need me to come?
Well,
I would like to hear you say that, so I can see if your reasoning is adequate or not.
what?
Well, I feel like you have a lot of skill with magic.
I am a cleric.
So, and I don't know anything about divine magic. So I feel like if what's causing the oasis to disappear is of divine source, or you have any insight, I think that would be appreciated and helpful.
I did not learn my clerical study in books. It was bestowed upon me from two men who dug me out of a grave.
That doesn't mean that you don't have insight or.
I will respect that. I take that into consideration.
There are dragons,
I
and we
like
can't heal ourselves.
Oh, so you do. You are too weak for me not to come. I will come.
Damn! Savage!
She's always like this. I know.
It's just been 2 months, and Morgan's like, glad you're coming, Lou.
Yes, of course, Moncton. I'm very excited to see you fight fire dragons with your fire magic as well.
They might not be fire dragons.
Most of the dragons there are. They're opalescent. Right?
I admittedly don't know anything about Whittier except it's a large desert that I
You know
don't
what
really
Opal
want to go
is?
to.
It's
No,
going to
it
be very,
always-
very hot.
Yeah. Well,
But it's best for lizard type. And you are lizard type. You'll be fine.
Whittier's a great place. There's lots of color. There's lots of magic.
So, you guys are taking Sparkler.
You think we would have learned from the children?
We're not dealing with any children this time.
No, just us.
So, are you going to be transported to the nearest town or into the middle of the desert?
I'm going to ask Sparkler which they would prefer.
So, you're going to go to Sparkler's room? They have not come out.
Yes, if they haven't come
So, the
out.
whole group goes up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go. Are you ready?
No, yes,
Yes.
perhaps. And you
Yes.
hear some shuffling, and
Is that the window?
it sounds like a window.
I'm looking it outside.
Yeah.
I'm outside.
Sparkler's like half out the window
Sparkler.
and throws like a thing of like tied to stuff like it's like tarps down, and it's like, "Hello, Bogdan." Starts pulling it.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh no, it's fine. I can take care of this. I'll
I'm
put
gonna-
it away.
We're just gonna open the door from our side.
Okay, yeah, you can. Sparkler like sits down. Sparkler's room has a lot of heavy incense and jars of candy
That's cute.
and other sparkling equipment. They have a huge golden telescope that sits pointing out their window. There is a like nest of pillows. Like there's like way more pillows than like anyone should have. And they have like tassels of gold, like tassels and stuff on the edges, like different constellations. Each of them has a different like zodiac constellation, like hand stitched into them.
This
and
is
it's
a fucking pillow fort.
yes. The sparkler's going to sit down in the middle of it and be like, "Do you need anything?" And then
You-
there's like their uniform and stuff that put away neatly and like shoved into a drawer, and like some other like some like crystal rocks, a lot of rock candy that's being made.
All right, where's your bags? You're gonna go
You
back.
see like a lump underneath their like robes.
Do you need anything else?
Is there anything we should bring when we're going to the desert?
No, if you need lighter
Sparkler.
clothing.
What?
I'm the cat in the shit.
You need lighter clothes. Lots of
So, my family owns the local inn in the town. There's only one, so you most likely will be staying there. And I will be under a name of Sparkler. That is my alias.
Okay.
That's fine because we don't know any other name to call you by.
Oh, you do not know? That's easier then, yes.
What is your name?
Don't,
What?
because then if you slip, if we just don't know it.
I don't slip.
Okay, so I see in the 2 months you. Okay. Finish climbing in the window.
She's like, who do you take me for? You were the ones that slipped everything all the other
It
time.
was you guys.
I know.
She's like, who do you take me for?
I didn't argue against it or for it.
The Sparkler will get their stuff and they'll come with everything.
No, okay, Sparkler, you're not gonna bolt while we're there, right?
Correct. Yes. If I do that, I will meet you at the place where we are at.
Or you're going to stick with us.
I will message you. I'll keep in contact. I'm good at that.
Because Sparkler can do that, by the way.
Well, that would have been useful.
You never asked.
You
we
could
never
just
brought
tell
up
it
as
on your
important.
own.
We were never talking.
Is there anything
About
we
it.
should know about where you're from? Where's your town?
My family is very into palm reading. They might try to do that, which is why I will be wearing gloves so they cannot see mine.
Okay, that's fine.
The town is small. Everyone knows each other.
Great.
I was 12, 13. Lucky 13.
How old are you now?
Older than
How old?
13. 21, 22.
Okay. If there's something that's like coming after you or
No.
that you're running away from.
Yes. No.
Well, we're a team here,
Well,
so you don't have to do it by yourself. Remember that thing you're really bad at?
But-
letting us help you.
It seems like everyone's problem, right?
But yours especially right now.
I don't want to go back because I'm nervous because it's been a long time. And last time I was there was a big fight, dragons fighting. And it was scary.
If there's dragons, then we're here with you.
Also, apparently Carmen's a dragon expert.
You are a dragon slayer expert. Sure.
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 Well, I
Carmen
can
is a
fight
dragon
dragons.
Have you slain the dragon?
She said yes, unless she was lying.
You did say yes earlier.
I said I fought dragons, not that I've slain them.
So
They are two very
lost.
different things. I didn't lose.
Well, if you didn't win, then
Did you spar against a
I
dragon?
sparred against a dragon.
I don't think that's how dragons
Oh.
work.
You don't know anything about dragons.
So who's gonna peek and be like, are you ready to go?
Yes, we're ready to go.
She's a big sun hat.
That's cute.
I don't think if there's anything else.
From sparklers.
Suntan lotion. So Sparkler's going to drop you off in the edge of town, around the sand dune. That's where they get the coordinates to Evelyn.
If anything causes you trouble, or if there's anything that's just stressing you out, just shoot us a message and let us know.
I would be careful about that. When I'm getting stressed out, it's not good for me to eat them.
Okay. Well, if you want to just
If you remember, one of you guys did a mind connection with Sparkler and fucked you up. It was.
Alright.
Yeah, I've heard about it though.
well, then maybe just if you're stressed, come find one of us.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye out for you. So
And then if you leave,
I'll find you again. Or I'll let you know. I will go hide under the stairs at my parents'. It's where I always just.
okay, that's a good spot then.
Okay, let's go. This is embarrassing. Let's go.
There you go.
Alright, so you guys bundle up your supplies
Lots of water.
to get water.
Yes.
Yep, anything else you want to get?
Would Sparkler suggest anything in terms of
Sparklers, not a traveler.
clothing?
Would always
Yeah.
suggest anything. Cause
You can get clothing suggestions to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You still would have to take effect from the heat, and so will you.
how does that work?
You will roll a survival check when we get there.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
They're from far north, so you
maybe?
used to. What?
Oh, there's a survival of fortitude.
It would, yeah. be worth it. Okay. Are you guys being both have great constitutions, don't you?
No,
There's
I have 13.
endurance.
Oh, endurance.
Endurance would be endurance one.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So you appear in a white, sandy, very bright sand dune.
Okay.
It's the lower bottom of it. All of the sand around you has been blushed apart. You can see some of the wind waving back down from the magic that was it. You feel a breath of fresh air. It feels very fresh,
Okay.
very dry heat here. Yeah.
Ollie runs like down a dune and like slides.
You are currently at the bottom one, but you can run up and run back down.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Ollie is rolling in the sand.
Oh my gosh.
It's slippery to walk in around you because you're getting near an oasis once you climb to the top of the sand dune. You can see it is a large town. There's a settlement there and everything. You can see that you have to look for it because all of the Whittier buildings are completely white and they're shaped with domed ceilings, archways and stuff that lead in. But everything looks white from the outside and blends into the surroundings. There are some rippling reflections on the buildings from a water stream that has going through. And as you guys come closer down, there are some small plants that pop up from the ground, like multicolored cactuses. Everything in Whittier grows in like a rainbow color, similar to the paint oaks forest, but that's just because that's how everything grows here. Very small amounts.
You can get some new cacti.
And there's a nice little sign that says "Welcome to Leisurely." And a couple of caravans. There's no street music. Not many people walking around on the outside. If you see someone, they are wearing white veiled and everything. This is kind of how Whittier is quiet on the outside. Everyone mostly sticks to themselves, especially around strangers. They all wear stock white on the outside. You can maybe see a slip or two of color. They match Sparkler very well. Ollie dresses extremely bright, but Ollie's from northern northern by Solidale.
Yeah.
So like these, and as you were known, this is a very traditional society.
Yes.
All of you would.
I don't cover up nearly as much as anyone here does.
Yep, you can see like eyes at most for most people.
Okay.
So, is there like I guess the inn is the first place we could go, but is there like a information booth or something for like jobs or
No,
It's
no,
too-
no, it's a small town. if you want to know the goings on, talking to the inn owner would be the best choice.
Which inn owner?
There's two. We look at it really quick.
She's like, Mom, you died. Maybe two mom, maybe two. I don't actually know. Siblings.
Unless you
I have no siblings. No.
unless you know the route that the caravans take through the area.
Do not know which one. Their names are Cynthia and Tal. Cynthia. Yes.
Cynthia and Tal.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the inn owner's name. They run the Cynthia Inn.
Okay.
I am your guide, Sparkler, from the city.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to the end.
Yeah.
Right, so when you get to the inn, there's a large archway. You go through two of them. Once you get inside, they're dusted with sand under marble floors. Everything is like marble and glass. It's ornate. It's beautiful. It's similar to Rorschach and the architecture we go similar to because of the elven tradition that's been built into it. While Rorschach is mostly kind of straight edges. Everything kind of curls together. Once you get closer and closer, a lot of things become more repeating patterns. Once you reach inside, it becomes like a large, open indoor mall. Is kind of how it looks. And there are more people walking in and out, and less covered up. You can see some hair and some talking. When you walk in, people are full of surprise and will put stuff up a little bit. And there's another open archway to where the inn is, with more inviting, warmer colors and mosaics on the floor. Have you ever? Inside, it's very similar to a mosque on the inside. It's kind of
Okay,
I
okay.
can show you a Pinterest board.
It's really cute.
But it's all white on the outside and it's all very, very brightly colored on the inside. This is not the inn is one of the more decorated areas in the town, besides the temples and things like that. But why is this taking so long for my Pinterest to find what I want? It won't do it. But yeah, that's how it is. There will be different elves talking on the inside. No one you have not seen anyone who's not an elf. Or you couldn't tell because they're wearing the mask. They're not wearing necessarily masks. They aren't. You have seen one or two people wearing a similar design to what Sparkler wears, but they're very uncommon because that's an extreme version of the modesty.
Most people have a covering up, so you only see their eyes and maybe their little hair.
Inside, not as much. They would take a mask off to avoid the things, but it's still it's quiet. There'd be some soft harp music being played magically on a harp. It seems like it's coming up with some blue sand that's playing it that shapes into fingers, and as the rhythm changes, the color changes a little bit. It's cool.
Yes.
There is a large candy shop also next door.
What shop?
Candy shop. That's what they're known for.
Are you gonna get some candy?
No, I shouldn't.
Is this over here? Just for Pinterest. Look at colors. Things like that. Big, white. Oceans. Oases. Bright. Makeup. Things like that. Lots of sands. Bowls. Small street vendors. This is very small. It's a small town. Some kids rushing around playing in sand.
So we'll go into the inn.
Yep.
And
Is it?
Landlocked or is it on the coast?
It's on a coast, actually. Every area is on a coast, but the town is landlocked.
Oh, okay.
Go up front to the inn. This is how they dress. There's old art. Indoor Whittier elves. Right. They usually cover up. You go inside. What do you do? No one really greets you. They keep going about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Is there
Gonna
go up to the front desk?
There'd be a bartender. It'd be a bar and with someone whipping the sand off with some magic. As you do, there are some wind chimes. They go across. There's some stars in the shapes of some stars and some moons. If you look up, the painting is up in the night sky with different star constellations and stuff. If it gives anyone where Sparkler came from.
I was like, there it is.
And a Whittier elven woman, full on, completely stock white, with bright blue eyes and white hair and everything. It doesn't have has like a veil in the back and everything, and some like loose clothing. Like looks at you, she's like, "Hello, travelers.
Greetings.
How are you today?"
Good.
Doing well.
I was expecting travelers today. I told you so. I'm just gonna yell at the back area. The stars were in alignment for new faces and some old ones. I have yet to see those today.
You must be Cynthia.
I am Cynthia. Welcome to our inn.
Thank you. We'd like to request some rooms.
How many would you like? We have quite a few open. Singles, doubles, triples.
Enough for 6 people.
Oh, two rooms of 3 each?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Would you mind sharing beds? I would like to know your specifications. We have multiple rooms and they can be rearranged for your liking.
Can I just have my own room?
Yes, you may, sir. That is definitely up to your individual choice.
Like, I don't really want to share a room with everyone.
1 room for
Would you
Bogdan.
share if there was a price difference?
Yes, there's a price difference.
What are these?
Carmen's like, don't you want to, save some money, Bogdan?
Oh, yeah. 50 gold for a single without amenities, 70 for all included. For a double room, it is 80. 90 for amenities, which would include food,
Mhm.
basically. Food, towels, things like that, rather than just
Yeah.
bed. If you would like a triple room, it would be 100, which is our largest with amenities.
A quadruple is 4 beds.
It would be 2 beds, 4 spaces of sleeping.
Well, I can buy that.
There are 6 of you.
Yeah.
Or if you out sparkler, make him go home and be fine.
Triple, a double, and a single.
Let's get 1 quadruple and 1 double.
That'd be the most.
Okay. All right. So who's in with? She would be like, "Would you like those that join you?"
Yes, please.
Okay. Give me 1 moment, and I will go arrange your rooms, and you can decide sleeping arrangements, and cards will be crafted for you by the time that she waves her hands over some sand that starts building itself together.
I want to know how to do that.
So you're gonna go upstairs.
Okay.
So, sleeping
There's
arrangements.
4 spaces in one and 2 in the other. It's easy enough.
Yeah.
So what one person is Bogdan gonna live with? 'Cause I guess
I know, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
think about. It's like, okay, who do I like most?
Meryl, I bet you and Bogdan would be great sleeping buddies.
Meryl snores.
no, literally, Bogdan, do you snore?
I've never heard me snore.
I'm sure it's fun.
I will not sleep with someone who snores.
Well,
I
you
do
do
not
not
know.
sleep. Lou mentions.
Lou, I'm gonna write it
She
down.
doesn't sleep at all. She has free reign of your stuff while you sleep.
Lou wouldn't mess with my stuff.
I already know everything about the homes.
Your stuff isn't interesting to her anymore.
It's not interesting.
What? Why?
Really? He leaves things out on the table. I do know, and I just look at them. I don't read anything. Most of the time. Is something wrong? Journey's the one who reads everyone's diaries.
Oh
my god!
You're no good book, Bogdan.
I don't have a diary.
You have a journal. I know it's different.
Oh.
I will not read, go through. I will not touch your belongings or your sack.
Thank you,
Your
Lou.
sack. Pack. Oh, pack. Tissue for your horse with.
Could I brought my horse with?
You could have brought your horse.
I brought my horse with.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. The horse is an extra charge for the stables.
How much?
You have 10 gold in it. Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, we're gonna have to have you do sand sailing now because you got your wind stuff now, more
Yes.
too. And then all of the jump practices will be perfect for the dunes.
We should. We'll have time to go sand sailing after we're
Right.
figured out everything else, Ollie.
So Cynthia comes back down and she takes a match and lights it and she pours some keys. They solidify into glass. And then she blows out the match and hands blue one to Bogdan. And has a red key for the other. Which is Meryl. Would you like food included?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And she will hope traditional is requested, or is there something else you would like for us to try and prepare? We do have a good taste.
No, whatever
I'm
your
gonna try it.
specialty is.
I'm gonna try it.
What?
I don't know what traditional food
Yeah.
tastes like here.
They eat dried meats. Some like coconut like insides of Bagu would be fine. I'm pretty sure they don't have. They have some fresh. They have a lot of fresh fruit in the coast, so that
Oh,
they bring
like
that in.
fish.
Lots of spice.
Fish and yeah. Not a lot. There's spice. There's a very like sweet spice to everything.
Something with
I'll make sure they are flaming for you.
I'll give it a try. She's like, wait.
Dinner is at 6 p.m. every evening, and if you are not here, we will leave it in your room. Breakfast is at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And lunch is at 8.
All right.
All right.
Getting breakfast.
Yeah.
They rise and sleep with the sun here.
I will make sure to save some of my dinner in my bag or something for when I have second dinner.
Has there been any happenings that we should be like we're traveling
Yes.
that we should be aware of in the area?
We have had quite a few nasty sandstorms lately. Not quite close to town, but they do get closer every time. I do hope that the government will be doing something about that soon.
Where are they?
To the west of here. They rear up, and you can sometimes watch them from your room. If you have a western, which you both have western facing rooms.
Are there specific times that the sandstorms are happening, or just
It varies. Many at dusk, some at dawn. Those would be the times. The lightning is extraordinary and is white and it's beautiful.
You said it's been happening more recently.
Oh yes, quite an astonishing effect. We believe that there might be some new territorial battles.
Is there any local wildlife that we should be aware of that are pretty common around these parts?
If you plan on sailing out into the dunes, maybe, but if you just plan on traveling along and spending a time here, then we'll figure
If we were to travel, I mean, we are traveling around. It would be
into the
prudent
dunes.
for us.
We
And
are
adventurers.
adventurers.
Yes.
Brave adventurers. Well, there are, of course, some sand snakes that should be aware, very poisonous, which is going to wave to Ollie and Sparklers, like as you two must be aware, locals, I assume. Then there are also. Oh, I just closed the dock for.
there's sand cats and sand sharks, and there's
Of course, the fleer cats. Those are what? The fleer cats. They're small winged furry things that travel in little packs. They're mostly scavengers. They like to play with the strings that hang off your clothes.
Oh, okay.
Only dangerous if there's 20 or more, but they rarely attack people. But when they do, just run faster than that. I would recommend. This is not really very much deal. Only if they're very hungry. Just throw them the thing and beat them.
All right. Good to know.
is there a place in town to rent any boards to go through the area?
Hey, what?
Some sandboards.
Well, I might know some of you might have one for recreational purposes. For travel purposes, your best bet is a caravan.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's
the
a
thing, so there's some dangerous wildlife out there. But I think the big one that I'm really nervous about is the scorpions.
Of course.
We're in the desert.
Yeah.
Meryl.
Will they get in our room?
If there is one there and you adventurers are not confident to take care of it, my husband and I are very good at scorpio removal.
Oh, good.
Or I
Thank you.
could kill it for you.
Okay.
Want me to, like,
I just don't want to climb on stuff.
They should not come inside.
Okay.
Most of the rooms are open air, but you are on the second floor.
Well,
do not.
as heroes, I'm sure we'll be able to.
As heroes, I heard you were adventurers.
We're heroic adventurers.
Heroic adventurers
We've gone
of the
on
best
many.
kind. I was slightly worried. You do seem like a very capable bunch, though.
We are.
I was told that they was for good faces, not for negative ones. Positive influences, a lot of you. Very positive auras. or ambitious, I might say.
I give a little nudge.
Sparkler like go. Comes alive. It was down.
Well, we're here to take care of that sandstorm issue.
Oh
Or at
my
least
goodness!
look into
Were you sent here by the government?
We're here on our own.
Brave souls, all of you, coming to our small little town.
So we want to make sure that the people here are okay. We heard that there was some.
Well,
Out of character, real quick. Are we like trying not to mention that we're from a hero school, or is
We
that?
have
tried
to
to
take
make
credit for
names.
We have to take credit.
ourselves.
So
Oh, okay.
the less that we mention it, the better it is for us.
Okay.
And if we mention them, then it takes credit away from us, and then we lose points.
it's all for you guys.
Okay.
So it's your choice if you want to say it or not.
Don't make me think it was great.
Third's great though. In the top 3.
You're scared of bugs.
Scorpions. I can handle most bugs. They're just like.
Okay, but have you
Aren't
seen a sea scorpion? They're fucking terrifying. They're like 8 feet long, and they just climb out of the water.
I'm really
Trying to
hoping
back
this
it
is a fantasy thing, and we're gonna go with that.
No,
That's
that's me.
real.
Andy,
It's
shut
for
up.
animal. It is
Anyway,
real. It's
so-
like
Oh,
fresh
prehistoric.
water.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Everything was bigger then.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we don't have the atmosphere to support it anymore.
Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks for that.
So if there is any news about that you hear over the next, well, during our stay at least, it'd be very useful.
Well, there's been a few people who have seen,
Oh,
of course. One of the dear just delivery boys, he has braved that storm before.
would it be? I mean, because we're outsiders, would it be weird to go talk to them?
If you would like me to bring him here, I could do that for you. Put it in a good word. Trying to be open is important too. He might be a little shy at first, but he's a good lad, albeit a bit jumpy. Of course.
If he's willing, that would be extremely helpful.
I'll have him come by tomorrow. Would that be all right?
Yes, of course.
He should be out on delivery until this evening. Unless you guys are night owls, of course. I know that better. You would know that the most tolerable heat-wise time to travel in the desert would be at night. If you're used to the cold.
Yeah.
If you like the cold.
We'll travel with your guys' temperature tolerance in mind. So we will wait till later in the day.
He's like, I need this.
It's early morning would be everyone's probably most ingredients.
Okay, so early morning.
Do they have coffee here?
It's sweet.
Okay.
So like a cappuccino, maybe.
Okay.
No, it's just literally coffee beans mashed up, poured with sugar. And then,
80% sugar.
and then
You
they
just
make
say,
it
"Please
into
focus
taffy, in little taffy balls.
So
Okay.
It's caffeine
It's-
pills.
It's caffeine.
It's sweet caffeine pills.
There's
Okay.
so much sugar here.
Because
Oh man.
Meryl's like, I love coffee and I love candy. But they're just too simple.
Not here.
Not here.
That's why my parents make a lot of money.
I love
This is such a
sweet
foreign
candy.
concept to me.
So we'll
I would try
hang around here.
Wait, so she'll go get lingo. Unless there's anything else you want to do in town.
Or at least like look around.
For what?
Get a good idea of like the town, what's there.
The
I
lay of
guess.
the land.
The lay of the land. Like how big it is, what kind of people are there.
There'd be no weapon shops. There'd be some armor or like traveling shops. There would be like there'd be a couple, if you're looking for a caravan, there would be some that come in and out that do deliveries. Maybe one or two would have them in their backyards and stuff, but there's like a full rental place. But if you ask around or have like Cynthia or anyone else do it for you, if you'd ask yourself, it'd flat out say no.
Yeah.
Would
You could try buying one off of them. The best way to travel through the desert would be either individuals or a large one. So it would, if you asked around, you'd be able to get one and paid for it. It'd be the paying for it part. Or you could, let's see, what else is there? There would be a small candy shop, a couple of them. Souvenirs, artifacts that found in the oasis, which are like small, like sand blown rocks and things like that. Lots of glass blowing, things like that and they have lots of big piles of dyes that come from the rocks underground. So they'll chip them away and powder them. So you can buy powdered dyes for just about any color you can imagine. Well, they do a lot of tie-dyeing. there'd be a school, like a grade school. It still is a small town. It's a small police force. They have like scimitars. Like 2 guards you've seen in the entire town, or 2 people who look, one male, one female, that look like they're capable, but just seem to be generally chit-chatting. It doesn't seem like they're really worried about anything, mostly for show. And people coming, you see probably within an hour, like 20 different carts passing through their town, but it's still not super busy. There would be small like cactuses that you could buy. Right, you can buy a little cactus. Before a cactus would be like, this is what their stuff looks like. Yeah, a little popular. Yeah, you saw a picture in the beginning.
I want like the mauvish purpley one.
All right, you know what it looks like?
Yeah.
$5, 5 gold.
All right.
I want to send out some letters on here, I guess, because it's closer.
All right, if you want to write those out for me and send them to me, or however
Yeah.
you want to do it,
I'll write them in something.
Okay, cool. Or a general gist as well. if it
Yeah,
works.
it's just like sending one to Gino, sending one to Mom,
Mhm.
and then
Are you saying hello? How are you doing? I'm
Hello.
doing great.
yeah, sorry for not telling you where I was going. It's been like 6 months. I'm in a Heroes Guild now.
It's been 8.5.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
8.5.
8.5. I'm not becoming a hero. Isn't that cool? Hope you're doing well. Here's my new permanent address. If you were worried.
So you're staying still, your friends and your family.
So there's like 4 letters.
I want to tie that in circles.
You can definitely try that. So you can spend the whole fucking day doing it.
Oh my
For about like 40 gold. You can get a full wardrobe.
Yes.
I'm gonna dress Meryl up.
Yeah.
Meryl comes back covered in tie-dye, and Bogdan's wearing this like slim, like sleek, very like Silverstone Rorschach style like outfit. And Meryl's like
Oh,
tie-dye.
oh my god, it's so colorful.
These are the brightest clothes you've ever had.
You need bells.
You don't need bells.
Not
You
right.
could buy a little wind
Oh.
chime or something like that.
She would buy, if they have any like Star and Moon tip stuff, she would get
It that would be stuff. You would not find any of that here.
Okay.
That's from the main city. However, you could ask, try to buy one of Cynthia or Tells. They have a collection of that sort of thing. But if you ask them, they say they got all their stuff from the main city. Their daughter was very into it.
That's cute.
Bella. Is there any like history of like dragons in this area being particularly like aggressive, fighting over that oasis before? Or is it-
Asking Cynthia.
Yeah.
Okay. She would say that no, this oasis we never knew of before. This one's very close, apparently. It's been since the dragon attack, of course, a few years ago. We assumed that there was a reason for someone that large to be there. Never seen a dragon that big in my life. I see them fly over sometimes. They don't usually, not with the whole settlement or anything.
Were you close by when it happened?
Oh yes, I could see the massive. It was. Oh my goodness! It must have been bigger than the town itself.
That's a very big dragon.
It was a very large dragon.
And it just settled down.
It did. There were some adventurers that showed up and scared it away. Heroes. They called themselves similar to you guys.
Do you remember what they were like?
Oh, one of them was. There were 2 lizards. One of them had a very funny hat, a little lizard with wings on it. The other one was a little bit sterner, but very powerful. They had a couple of others with them. Different methods. They were very powerful. They seemed extraordinarily amazing. Of course, I mean, if Evelyn Red was in my own this, they were. It was very honored. I felt very safe having them here.
So it was Evelyn. Right?
Oh yes, yes. It was very hard not to recognize that one after how they moved an entire town.
That's true.
Very true.
During
And then the dragon didn't come back, and it's just
They
been
defeated it.
they defeated it.
Yes, to save us from everything.
Okay. But did the dragon threaten to attack this town? And
Oh, it landed there for some reason, taking a break closer than they seen before. They said they'd been chasing it for a while, very dangerous, and flattened a few other ones before.
during this conversation, can I make an insight check on Sparkler?
Sparkler's like sitting away, not listening to the story, like trying to avoid eye contact with everyone.
Okay.
They're wearing a mask. They don't have to have eye contact.
They're just picking away at some like wood grain on the table.
What color was the dragon?
It was beautiful. White. It was a white dragon.
And then it was killed, so there's no remains, nothing.
No, we did not see any. No, they did drop off a few scales for us, of course, as a gift. For they're in the town hall.
And since then, it was just a calm period until most recently.
Most likely, they might have the dragon landed. Some of them did. They always find it. I assume it came from finding an oasis. It was claiming a spot as its own, and if it lost it, then some of the smaller ones are probably fighting over it. All right. Outsiders don't really understand, but I'm sorry that if you did not know in the end, that's dragons that you were dealing with. Hope you all are confident in your abilities.
Oh, yeah.
We were aware
no
of it.
problem.
We were aware of
Thank
the
goodness.
dragons.
Thank
so
goodness.
just trying to gather some more information before we go in.
Yeah, make sure that all of our sources were in fact correct.
It also mentioned that there were caravans that were being uprooted.
Oh, yes. I have no idea how the sandstorms are playing into it, but if they're coming from the same direction that those dragons were,
From the west? What are the caravans? There was like 20 of them coming in. Are they just...
they pass through between here and some of the resort towns, and some are tour guides and things like that.
How many of them stopped at your
Maybe some more at night as the evening progresses. We do have quite a few during the week. Our busy days are Tuesday and Wednesdays. You were here first, so you got pick of the ribbons, I believe.
Well, if
As
more
overnight stops. Lots of interesting people I've met.
Not suspicious?
Of what?
Just a general impression.
Well, of course I've seen many suspicious people, but here we do not have too many issues. It was very nice living out here. The most exciting thing to happen in hundreds of years was that one big dragon. The storms are brought many different people into here
Yes, storm watchers.
who come visit. Oh, at times, but it is rare. There's been a few people investigating the weather. They're down, probably doing it now, taking readings, interested in that sort of behavior. We do not have storms like this in this country. As you know, it's all in analysis, so that's the sandstorms.
So a few people are down there like right now are staying here.
We have a pair staying that are weather researchers, yes.
If you would
Well, if they were interested in sharing information,
I realized I shouldn't have said pair because I'm all suspicious.
if they're interested in sharing information, they come back, they can cross paths. Feel free to recommend them to us.
give them our numbers.
yeah.
Number.
Well,
Protect your assets.
All right, Ollie.
Well,
Wait until
we
Yeah.
have to talk to
Lingo.
you pretty much got all the information out
Yeah.
of Cynthia, so
um
he'll be here in the morning for you guys.
I'm gonna go over to Sparklet.
Yes. Yes! Carmen, what do you need?
Come with me.
You're in trouble.
Yep.
What did I-
Nothing. Come here.
Sparkler's gonna stay where they are.
You look nervous. Let's take a walk.
Outside.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yes.
She's like trying to hint back. So she's gonna take him outside, or them outside, and she'd like walk just around until Sparkler looked a little bit less jittery, or are they just jittery all the time?
There's your
Okay. So she'll ask, do you feel better now that you're outside?
I like the outside, yes.
You hissed when
I
Meryl.
was not expecting to be brought into the conversation. It was not meant to alarm.
No, it's okay. I know it's fairly nervous. You haven't seen your family in many years.
It's very true. I miss them a lot. Strange, them not recognizing me. It's more the better.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, you just say like that you don't want to see them, but I'm not sure why you
I'm-
don't want to. Besides the fact that you just left. Is that
I
it?
did leave.
Is there a reason why you left?
I left to go pursue my interests in the stars in the main city.
Well,
And I was there for many years.
they seem very interested in, you know.
Yes,
The stars and stuff.
Yes, I sent letters with things. It was not that they were unaware. I did leave. I did tell them.
Okay.
I snuck onto a caravan. They did not want me to leave, but I did. Maybe a little too young. I probably was too young. Should have been too young. But I left
I'm sure they
with their blessing. They sent me money afterwards. It's not like I was poor. I took a few apprenticeships. What else? What did you need?
No, I'm sure they'd be proud of you.
Yes. Okay.
So you should at least think about saying hi.
I have changed quite a bit, so I will leave it at no.
Just because you changed doesn't mean people don't still love you
I am.
and care about you and
That
would
is
like
fine.
to say hi to you.
That is fine. I have said hi to them in my own way.
Well,
They're all future readers. They know Sparks.
she's like,
Some familiar, some all good. Like, Did you want something else? Or are you
No.
trying to just force me into talking to them?
no.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm glad we had this conversation.
you just look super nervous whenever
am.
you're around them.
Yes, I am. Usually. Also now.
That's not normal.
I'm sorry I do not live up to your standards, Carmen. It's hard. It's difficult. I appreciate you trying to take me for a walk.
All right.
Yes.
Sorry. Let's just go back inside.
So you two come back from your walk,
She's like,
silent.
Yep.
And you get a thumbs up.
rolls her eyes quite pointedly.
Sparkler goes upstairs.
So we're gonna leave in the morning? Yeah?
After we talk to Lingo.
Cool. I'm just
Okay, do you want to? It's all in. We can stop here,
Oh, so it is.
or we can go on to the thing.
I'm a little tired, but we can keep going.
We can go. We can go on a little longer.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, but that's late. Feel free.
So next morning,
Mhm.
there is Lingo is standing up there. They're another Whittier elf. They have a undercut that's dyed purple, with double strands. They have purple eyebrows. One's purple, one's blue. They're wearing a lot of different layers and stuff. You can only see like their face from here up and things like that. Seems pretty. Is an elf, lean figured and stuff, and standing against a nice like cargo thing, and it's like, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You are recommended to me by Miss Cynthia. Greetings. What would you like to know of my life?
We're going to investigate the storms that are happening nearby. You go on a normal delivery route out that way.
I have been on a route during one of those storms. Yes.
So we're adventurers, heroes of a sort, coming to try and take care of that for you guys.
You are heroes. Yes, I did not. I apologize that I assumed differently. That's
Well, good.
Okay. So, I'm Arivanda. This is Bogdan, Carmen, Meryl, and then we have Lou and Sparkler.
Your hero ships.
So if you had any information on what you saw in the storm when you were there, what was happening before, during,
Ground shook. A gust of wind blew up, blocked out my vision. There was lightning, and things like storms. It was unbelievable. It was blocked my vision, and I took shelter under some of the rock formations I had uncovered. And the sand nearly buried me after it blocked by dunes shift near that area. Other than that, it's very dangerous and always happens around dusk and dawn.
Okay.
So you waited until it subsided and then you got out of there?
Yes.
How long did it take?
They lasted maybe half an hour. The storms.
Okay. And you didn't, if there was a storm, it must have been hard to see, but you didn't hear any.
I heard loud crashing, roaring. Dragons that were fighting must have been affected as well.
More than one for sure?
I heard fighting, at least 2.
And that hasn't happened since? It was just the one time for you?
I have not come back, no. If that area is dangerous, I've been avoiding it for the safety of my friends and myself. I am not a hero. There are differences.
Well, even a delivery boy can become a hero.
You're a hero in your own way.
cases.
A hero for people who are expecting their deliveries.
Life, liberty, edification, mail.
Do you need to go that way for any of your deliveries though?
At times, but I go the long way around.
Well, we'll be heading down there, so if you needed any protection.
I will head the long way around. Not to disrespect any of your abilities, but I would not want to be a hindrance.
Do you know of any other delivery personnel going through the area? That
Any
particular area?
locals go around the long way around. Okay. If you want a map of where to go and coordinates,
Yes.
I will be able to make that for you.
That'd be very helpful. And a piece of paper. I can mark on it, maybe. I have a map on the front, but it's very small.
Get a little map of where to go from the town.
Yeah.
It's about 2 hours away. Walking through the desert in certain degrees and angle. If one of you guys don't have a compass in your inventory, you can have to pick one up.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. So you have a compass. So I'll have a compass. And I'll bring you there.
Is it the long way that's detailed on the map or the short way?
And he kind of estimates about where it has been.
Okay. Are there any distinctive landmarks on the short way? Just saying.
I spy with my little eye
A
something
sand dune.
white.
Well, I'm
It's a sand
sure.
dune.
It's not a sand dune, Carmen. Get creative.
That's all we can see for hours.
I'm sure if there a storm starts, we'll be able to figure out where to go from
Meryl, would you like to guess?
Breakfast is eggs,
Okay.
and it is flavorful. There is a big candied apple for each of you as well. Like a caramel apple and eggs.
there. Don't eat the eggs.
Tried to come.
I'm gonna
I'll
get
try
Sparkler
this.
my candy apple.
Sparkler takes it, wraps it up, puts it.
You're not gonna stick it through your eye socket.
No.
Can I peel off all of the caramel bits and eat the apple?
Still is not the same.
No, it's not.
It's a
But
very
It still
sweet
tastes
apple.
like it's like a
it's fine.
Sparkler will wrap up all the caramel bits. It'll be like, do you mind? No, you can. Let's go. To their
Give
plate.
him my plate.
I hope you floss regularly.
This is complicated.
It's complicated. Well, now I'm interested. I don't. I have so much floss.
So Sparkler's gonna take the plate and go get upstairs.
Okay.
And then come back down a little bit later. They're acting a little bit because like in front of you they'll like eat and stuff.
Yeah.
But here, no, absolutely nothing.
No, because there's people.
Yes.
Well, what's Lou doing?
Just eat.
She's staring probably.
Can I have your eggs? Can I have your eggs, Luke?
Yes, Sparkler. Please enjoy that. Thank you.
I'm gonna take some earrings.
Please do not start a food fight in this very nice guest residence of no one we are related to.
Be a little bit less specific, please. When you're wait,
She's not wrong.
It's going to be very warm out today.
I think it's a nice temperature.
Puts her hat on.
well, we might as well start our trek.
Prince Louis. His tail, it's really funny.
So much.
Okay, so you start your trek.
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
take your horse with you?
Oh hell yeah!
You're gonna ride your horse there?
No, I don't want to kill my horse.
You have to take care of it.
Yeah, I'll leave it.
There's only one horse.
horse.
Jock would offer to take your horse for you. He has a stable.
No, I want to take care of my
You have to
horse.
name your horse.
I do, but it probably has a name. I just don't know what it is. yet.
That's what Ollie calls it.
Bog horse.
Wow.
Horse.
So you guys also introduced yourself to Lingo as your real names. Remember, hero names. Just so you know. I know, it's up to you guys.
I
It's
know.
hard.
I'm gonna go with Alibanda, or some people call me Sunlord. No one calls me Sunlord. Sunlord.
Should I be Gale Force or Tropical Storm?
I like Gale
Gale
Force.
Gale Force.
Force.
We're just force.
Horse.
Because it sounds like four.
Yeah. Actually, what
And horse.
Meryl probably spent
I'll
like
get a Steve
10
and I'll name
minutes
it
just
Gale Horse.
staring around thinking, and then looked at Bogdan's horse and was like, horse.
Right. So Sparkler has no problem walking on the sand. Sparkler also is so light-footed that they seem to walk on top of it. Ollie can make the check to see how good that you actually are. It'd be dexterity. So Ollie walks about the same as a half elf would. Like it's experienced, so you're not like slipping around, but you don't pad on top of all the sand like the elf does.
Yeah. I'm a heavy footed, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm also like not as white skinned as the rest of the elves here.
Are you
My
leaving
sidekick.
before dawn or after dawn is the real question.
Before.
All right, so when do you want to reach the area? Before the sandstorm or after the sandstorm?
For the sandstorm, so we can figure out places to potentially take shelter.
All right, so you guys are leaving at 3 a.m.
Yep.
before breakfast, but they made it for you for dessert, I guess, and left it out. That's
That was nice of them.
They're very
Cool
sweet.
as
couple.
eggs.
No, surprisingly warm. Magic.
Right. That's
Magic.
very useful.
Sparkler is jumpy, as usual, but seems to be walking ahead of everyone else, knowing the way to go.
Hey, Sparkler.
Yes,
If you-
Ollie.
If you use your fire on the sand here, can you make really pretty like glass stuff?
I have never tried.
Oh. Because I saw it was Cynthia, so your mom.
Yes,
She did like a cool sand glass magic for like room keys.
yes, she took a few classes on that. She was very interested in it. It helps for show and tell. I'm sorry, I've never tried to do it before.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm not
just-
very creative. It's hard, I guess. It's fine.
Fine.
I just thought it'd be cool.
I will light a match, and maybe that will work.
I think it needs to be hotter than a little match.
Well, maybe Bogdan could. No? Okay.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna take out my sword, and light it up, and stick it. I'm gonna stick it in
Some of
the.
the sand kind of like makes little formations. It's hard to pull your sword out, but you can turn the fire off. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick up the weird shape of glass
Clump.
yeah,
and give it to Allie and be like, "Look."
art.
It's art.
The least creative person made me a piece of art. I'll treasure it forever.
Should keep that.
I am gonna
Please.
keep it.
So Luce can be like, it would be very amusing if you gifted that to the professor's Angelo.
Oh.
You might get extra
no,
credit.
No,
He doesn't like art.
this one's for me. You have to make one for him. I'm not
When you
sure.
say amusing,
I do not know. Why don't you try? You could get extra credit for it. I don't know.
I might put you in first place.
Some art, Bogdan.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
take his sword out and stick it in the background again and shove a weird piece of glass back in his bag.
Alright, so it's like really sharp and like gross looking. It doesn't look very good. Make sure you have a meaning behind it.
What? No, it's sand sword
Oh, I think there's plenty of meaning behind it.
glass.
it's sharp.
It's how you
edgy.
feel about it.
Alright,
This piece of glass represents your feelings.
when you come to the oasis, what you see in front
Oops,
of
I
you
dropped
is a sleeping
Sorry.
dragon. Large opalescent dragon that's sleeping, curled up around a gorgeously clear pool, and there are piles of different rocks and sort of jewels that you can see at the bottom of it. there are other rock formations around it. It seems to have sloped down. Some of them look like they're finished, like the marble slab plating as well. But this dragon looks like it's been in a lot of fights recently.
Does this dragon look like any of the sun and moon dragons that we saw?
It's a white opalescent dragon. That means it's like kind of shimmery
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a rainbowish texture on it. It's a native Whittier dragon. It's an adult dragon. Or young adult. It's a large dragon, probably about 50 feet long. Sleeping, fire breathing, dangerous beast that's curled up around the area, and that's all you can see right now.
So people normally deal with this by chasing the dragon away. That's what Evelyn did.
Unless
No,
you want to
those
kill
were
the
the-
dragon.
Fire.
Evelyn never chased away a dragon.
The
not to
cat
my knowledge.
that the small one's what.
It's only a problem if there's one.
So it's a very large dragon.
Well, we don't know if the dragon is the thing that's causing the sandstorms. 'Cause
It's true.
it could be that the dragon's fighting is causing a sandstorm for some reason. I
You
don't
can
see
make
why.
a nature check to see if these dragons can do sandstorms.
14.
16.
12.
You could hear that if dragons were to flap their wings, lots of sand would be kicked up. Wow. Sand would be kicked up, and there could be small, but nothing that would be big. A sandstorm like that needs like some sort of magic push.
Like lightning is still.
What about the oasis? Like the
You
water
know
itself?
that.
Does it look like
Folly.
Hmm?
Lightning dragons.
you know about?
No, I'm asking
I could do a history check on them. Because I would have read it in the book. So that's a 26.
Blue dragons are lightning dragons. Blue dragons have been seen in certain parts of Whittier. They fly in thunderstorms. They have no problem with water as well. They like to electrify things. If a blue dragon theoretically blew lightning into a thunderstorm or a sandstorm, it would make it spark and glow. What else do you want to know about them? Not traditionally from this area. Dangerous. They get very large.
What do the
Forms.
opalescent dragons like?
They're evil.
They're evil. How likely is it that this one is nesting and has eggs or something nearby? Maybe that's why it's here.
In Whittier, the dragons like to claim an oasis to hoard their stuff in. That way they have a fresh source of water to defend. Also, if you're the biggest, scariest thing, it's yours. Water is a coveted resource. It's also a treasure of sorts, and they seem to be keeping theirs in one of the bottom of the pool.
How deep's the pool?
It goes on about 30 feet,
Okay.
but you can't see the bottom from your really bad.
There's definitely still sleep.
It is currently sleeping.
So we need to be the biggest, scariest thing, right?
You want to kill a dragon?
To try and chase
Kill
it
it.
off.
Be the biggest, scariest thing.
Yeah,
Claim
kill
it.
it.
Is there anyone else around us? right
Claim
now?
the
Yeah,
oasis for
just
our
the
own.
sparkler.
And you have to kill the dragon to be the biggest, scariest thing. 'Cause otherwise, the dragon's gonna come
And that's an evil dragon. He mentions. These are things that heroes do. It's kill dragons. Also, if there's one dragon, what has it been fighting?
Bring more
They're fighting
dragons.
another dragon.
Are there bones of other dragons nearby? Or
No.
so whatever it's fighting is getting away.
Or is not a dragon. Okay.
Well,
So as the dragon shifts in its sleep, there is a cave door underneath it. Likely.
does anyone know any music spells to like keep it asleep?
So the cave door is a marble slab that seems to be carved in. It's not like a cave, but it's actually like a doorway.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Secret passage. I know.
Is this the oasis that keeps disappearing
People get right.
Or
It's
people-
dragons.
because of dragons?
Okay, no, I just think it's weird that there is a carved door.
No, yes.
Okay.
It glows a little bit.
I want to go in there.
Right, there's a dragon.
So we keep it asleep and sneak in.
What's your plan for that?
Well, you can do a lullaby of sorts.
Are you gonna sing for the dragon?
I don't think I'm the best one for that.
Okay, who can sing then? Since Ollie's great idea of singing
I
for the dragon.
can.
Can you sing the dragon to sleep? I can sleep. We can have it permanently go to sleep.
We could just kill
Let's
it.
just. Well,
It's an evil dragon. That is things heroes do. They kill evil dragons.
I know.
do you want to sneak in? You're not very sneaky. You're too loud.
Hi.
Sparkler moves a little bit here. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
You're also too
I am very loud. But
All I'm really thinking about at this point is when Cross and Matt inevitably run into us. That we'll have to deal with Matt talking at us for a long time.
You can tune him out.
It just makes me want to kill the dragon.
You're pretty good at tuning the rest of us out.
What was that?
Yeah, see? I'm aware.
Okay, just making sure.
I believe that if the dragon attacks us first, then it was self-defense. That is usually possible in most countries.
Okay, then let's waltz up to the dragon and have it attack us first. Sure, let's. Can you take off your belts?
Where will I put them?
In a
Where you keep your book magic.
pad near that
Action
pillow that you brought that can muffle the sound.
That is back and be in my house. Be in.
Okay. Here? What? We've been here?
I suppose.
Unless you don't want to.
I do not want to, but I will.
Stash them under a rock or something. Let's see. Corner.
Sam probably would love it.
I have to take like my coins off too.
Yes, you do.
So Sparkler loses like half their clothing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Mhm.
I feel bad now.
But we will come back for this, yes.
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 I'll offer them like a sash or something.
This is fine. This is fine.
Well, let's go.
Sneak, I guess.
Alright.
So roll to
Sneaky.
Do your dexterity checks.
Can you use stealth?
You can use stealth, yes.
Oh, good.
Let me see these pieces of yours.
29.
Well, Carmen slips right into the doorway.
29.
Bogdan gets in there as well.
Is it plus our half level?
Yep.
13. I'm not sneaky.
I know.
16.
I'm really not sneaky.
And Sparkler rolled
Oh,
a
what-
14. And Lou rolled a 3.
Oh!
Lou.
Oh. So you three got in.
So you three got it, and then the dragon growls and rolls over and then looks at the other three slower people and roars extremely loudly. And I'd like everyone to roll for initiative.
Okay, I have a thing for initiative. Let me find it first. Okay. Use this power before rolling initiative. You gain a +5 power bonus to your initiative roll. You can take an extra move action during the first round of combat. That's a period.
Okay, good. Ollie.
5. No, wait. 9.
Ogden.
28.
22.
27.
Aww.
So close.
And Carmen. Alright, Bogdan is first. I'm gonna draw you a picture. Alright, here is the hole. That thing is going, this is the dragon.
Oh.
It's big.
It's very large, and it is currently here. Everyone else is on the inside of it, inside the hole, as you snuck in.
We're
So you-
on the out.
And you guys, the rest of you guys are over here. So, Lou, Sparkle, and Ollie. And the rest of you guys are inside.
All right.
Just to give you an idea of the space you have. That's the dune going up. All right, Bogdan, it's your turn.
Okay. Give me a second because I have to Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is so I'm going to six. And then I'm going to use my at will.
So you come out from underneath the dragon. That's that little black thing you throw a sparkler.
That's the door.
So that's one.
we're in
from
it.
there. You
We're
from
in the cave underneath.
So is
You're
it
under the dragon in a cave. That's the
Yes.
dragon.
Okay, yes.
So want to be right there? You can move farther away.
That's
That's currently 2 squares to move in.
maybe here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Aegis of Assault. I mark a target, the dragon.
Mhm.
The target remains marked until I use this power against another target. But if your marked target makes an attack that doesn't include me as the target, it takes a -2 penalty to attack rolls. If that attack hits and the marked target is within 10 squares of you, I can use an immediate reaction to teleport to a square adjacent to the target and make a melee basic attack against it. Well, and then if there's no squares, then I can't do that, obviously.
Oh, so you mark one that's 2.
Yeah, I
Cool.
can now.
Cool.
And then I'm going to, and that's a minor action.
Mhm.
And then, if they're willing, I'm going to move Sparkler away from the dragon.
You gonna make a strength check?
Where's that?
That'd be a tactical movement if you have a feat for that.
Well, like grab them and just like.
If you want to make a throw check, you can go and do that.
I don't want to throw them.
That's
Okay.
basically what you'd be doing. It'd be an attack and a throw.
No.
I have abilities that
Yeah.
move people.
Then I just want to keep an eye on them. Then I will use my sword burst, which is intelligence versus their reflex.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna guess that that's not gonna hit it because that is a 8.
No.
All right. Well,
That's it.
I get another action because of my thing. So I'm going to try that again, actually.
Does that make counter for her?
That is my daily.
You can't use it again.
Right.
You can't use the same one. You use your daily.
No, the daily is the thing that gives me the extra attack.
Yeah, but
or
it
the
was
first-
the utility thing you just used.
Oh, no, the sword burst was just an at will.
Okay, good.
Okay. That is a 13.
Alright, so Bogdan is not quite used to using a sword against an actual large enemy. You know, so one thing that Jocko had offered to bring Bogdan to go do was to go fight dragons, and Bogdan was like, hell no, I'll never do that anytime soon. So they just never did it. Bogdan just in his head screaming about the mistakes he made to not go on
He's like,
Lenya
fucking
and Jocko's
day
dragon
2.
hunting trip. Alright, next is Meryl.
Okay, so I have to come out through
Yep.
here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
Sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But you start at the square right there.
Oh,
start
start right there.
Inside.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am going to use Typhoon Dash.
Okay.
Is that a charge? Or is it a attack?
I am launching myself straight up. How tall is this thing?
This thing is 30 feet tall,
Okay.
50 feet long.
Okay. So I could do 2 if you get above it?
Yes, you could easily get about with 2.
Okay. So dash up to. Actually, I'll do 3 so that I get some extra falling distance.
Okay.
And I'll pull out both my swords and I'll call. What's the name I was thinking of? Flying Fang. And I'll come down with.
All right, roll the hit.
6 plus 8, 14. Do I get a bonus for charging?
Yeah, you get +2.
Okay.
+4 for me.
You're not within 10 feet.
I'm not within 10 feet
Yeah,
of you?
he's 40 feet in the air.
Oh, okay.
So 16 to hit.
So, and you also have to activate that. Yeah, which you have.
It's instantaneous. Is guided charge. The trigger is an ally uses a charge.
Oh, okay. All right. What's it?
There's a 16.
16 will not hit this dragon.
Oh.
So Meryl comes down and the swords like kind of scrape off the dragon, but you're able to get your sword in there to hang on from the top of it though.
Yeah.
But has not quite like gotten into the damage. You scramble a little bit to get your footing, and you're currently resting on the dragon's back.
Okay.
All right, next is Carmen.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of King now. I'm just
All right, Carmen.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna peer up
Mhm.
because I saw Meryl leap into the air.
You did.
I don't want to hit Meryl. I'm gonna use my encounter power for the moon.
Okay.
It's that big light spell. So I just
Move your place on that, please.
if I am just at the entrance, or do I have to move one square out to be able to look up and cast?
To have, you have to move out from underneath the dragon
Okay.
to cast it.
Then I will move one square.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. That is 23.
23 will hit the dragon, definitely.
Okay. And that's,
Just a regular against Stacy.
yep. Yes, it's will.
Hit this will.
Yes.
It's a different roll.
Yes, it is.
That will hit the dragon.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
So it takes 17 cold damage.
Okay.
The target also takes a -1 penalty on all attack rolls until the end of its next turn. So it attacks, and then at the end, then that goes away.
Okay.
And it cannot shift, so it can't take a 5-foot step.
Got it. All right, next is the dragon's turn. And now the dragon's going to rear up at all of you. Will you please move Meryl on top of the dragon? Meryl, please make a dex save to stay on top of the dragon as it rears back and starts gurgling, and you can see the like inside like lighting up and warming up all around the neck.
23.
You stay on top of the dragon with no problem at all.
Oh my
And
god.
it comes down and is going to release a big burst of fire right on top of the entire group right here.
Alright, well that
So I'd like everyone to make a reflex save. So it'd be your roll plus your dexterity plus your love.
19.
Okay, not bad.
20 non-natural.
19.
Alright, so you all passed. So you take a half of 42 damage. So you each take 21. Bogdan has the 7 fire resistance,
now.
8 fire resistance. So you take 13 damage from the fireball that was just sent across to you. Let's check. Lou didn't fucking make that at all. Make that note. Sparkle also did not make that save either. The fire doesn't seem to be too. They don't really seem to flinch as much as you think they would.
Okay.
Getting hit with fire. Let me check their HP though. That might be bad for Lou. Lou is barely standing.
Cool. That's fine.
Sparkle. Okay. Yeah, Sparkle and Lou took a lot of damage on that one. Alright. Next is Ollie's turn.
So first thing Ollie's gonna do is reach back because Lou's right behind him.
Yeah.
And just like kind of touch her shoulder to keep her standing up at first.
Okay.
And that's part of the rub some dirt on it thing. It's just a melee touch, minor action, and it gives her 9 health back.
What is it? What kind of, is it magic or is it just like motivational?
It's motivational.
Okay.
So the target.
That will work then.
Yeah, the target gains a temporary hit points equal to 5 plus charisma modifier.
Okay.
So that's +9 for her.
Alright, so she looks a lot better from that one. And she kind of goes, I appreciate it.
And then the next thing he's gonna do is he's going to make an attack against the dragon in an attempt to kind of lure its focus away from everybody.
How does that work exactly?
It's for the Viper Strike essentially is you, if it hits, you attack and you trick your adversary into making a tactical error. So it gives a comrade a chance to strike.
Okay, so
In
go ahead
essence.
and do your move. Yeah. Please move Ollie first because you are not within striking distance. Oh. Here. All right. Please choose one square to be in. The closer one or the farther one? That one.
So that's great. Okay. So that's 8 plus 8 is 16. So that is
16 total. So that will not hit the dragon.
It's versus fortitude. Viper strike.
Yeah, strength versus fortitude. But I still have to roll to hit it. So that's 8 plus 8 is 16.
Well, that's your attack roll. It's your strength versus.
Your strength would be against their fortitude score.
That's
Okay.
different.
So I'm
I
gonna roll
see.
fortitude. Yeah. They rolled a natural 20, so that
Oh.
did not hit. You like pile into the dragon and it bounces off.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm.
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
Right, NPC's turn. So Sparkler. Okay, so first Blue. Blue is going to back up. And then it's going to go. Wait, Blue's slow. As far as I can get. Oh, wait. They're healer. They're going over here. And it's going to do a burst on you guys, a blast, sorry. And everyone is going to get 2d8 plus 5 HP back. 4, 9. So you guys get 14 HP from her each. And you feel this like very warm, very comforting, kind of like glowing energy. It kind of like sparkles off you a little bit. It's very soft and gentle, very white and yellow. Very unlike her. Yes. Sparkler, on the other hand, is having a little bit of a heart. Like they're jittery more than anything. And they're going to shake their 8 ball and ask if they should try attacking it or not. Should I try attacking? And the answer was, it says without a doubt. On their thing. So that's a different attack for Sparkler. So Sparkler pulls off their gloves and throws them on the ground.
Oh.
And it lifts up their mask and is with the other hand it is going to try to snap and breathe a thing of fire at the dragon. And that's going to hit. So the dragon is engulfed in a huge like cone of fire. Meryl, make a reflex save from on top of the dragon.
14.
You're going to take a little bit of damage from this one.
Okay. I'm ready.
So, 8. Alright, so you take 10 damage from the
Okay.
fire, and the dragon takes 20 from that one. And then Sparkler like puts their mask down, and you can see their like hands are still shaking and stuff. And it's like, I don't want to hurt you guys. And it's going to back up out of the way. All right, next is Bogdan.
All right, so I am going to use my flame blade,
Mhm.
and it's intelligence versus rarity.
You have to be next to it. Bogdan, you have to be next to your enemy.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so it would be a 21.
That was definitely good.
Okay. And then so that's 8. Yeah. 6. 5. So 6 damage.
Nice. Bogdan. Ha! Aw. It definitely cuts in, but the dragon kind of like ignores it mostly as like a pinprick.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
Right, Meryl, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going
It's
to
fire
use
damage.
distracting spat,
Okay.
which is just a flurry of attacks that leave its defenses open and unsteady.
Okay.
So I make a strength versus their AC. 12.
That won't hit.
Darn. Okay.
These dice don't like Meryl. Alright. Anything else you want to do? You want to save the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon can't hit you up here.
Right.
Oh my god.
Alright, Carmen.
Well, I'm going to because I'm in a caster. This way. Your sparkler.
That's your movement and your action.
To move away.
Yes, to 5 foot step and then move.
Oh, then I'll just take the weapons. Okay. And I'm going to cast my at will, so I'm going to cast Dragon Frost, which is my charisma versus the fortitude. No,
Oh.
that was funny.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. The dragon is like, no! To you as well. Once again.
Just imagine the
She's getting grumpier.
And the dragon huffs and
No.
some smoke comes out. Alright, next is the dragon's turn. And the dragon is going to do a sweeping action with its tail. It's going to spin and try to knock all 3 of you down.
Okay.
Alright, so Meryl, make a strength check to hold on to the dragon this time.
Do I add half my level?
Yes, you may add half your level. You dragon
Oh,
rider.
no.
You fly off as it spins, so you're going to land in the sand dune very softly, about 15 feet up. It's like, poof, right there. And then this is going to be against your guys' ACs.
Alright.
Does a 17 hit your ACs?
No!
Ties go to the defender.
Wow.
Yes, but I'm gonna use one of my daily powers, which is an intermediate interrupt. So if it hits me,
It's going to.
yep, I can teleport my speed away and then attack it
Alright, so
before they attack me. It's weird.
what? Okay, explain again
It's-
exactly how
no,
it works
sorry.
to me.
So
Because you can't, I'm
No.
confused.
I misread it. So it attacks me, and just before that, I teleport away and then I get to attack.
So you can make a ranged attack on it.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. So, Ollie and Bogdan duck
Yep.
out of the way of this spiky tail that comes shooting around, and then seeing it coming so quickly at her, Carmen teleports away in a flurry of sparkles. And where do you end up?
Still need to be near it.
Okay.
Just not as near it. And then it's versus their will because it's psychic damage.
There was 15.
29 natural.
All right, they will hit that one.
Okay, then that's 2 power to
It should say exactly how much to add in your card.
17.
17 total damage? Awesome. Sweet. So the dragon, like, whimpers and whines, finishes its unwinding to face back against all of you guys again and, like, shakes its head wildly and roars loudly. Alright, next is Ollie's turn.
Oh, I don't speak Draconic. It's like one language I don't speak. Damn it. Okay. Well, anyways, can't negotiate with the dragon. I'm going to use my Stone Fist.
Okay.
And try and push it back.
Alright.
That could hit like the wall behind it.
It's soft.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, roll the hit.
No, I rolled a 4. So that I'm sorry. What do I add to this?
The same as your regular attack. It is your magic modifier plus half your level.
So 12.
That will not hit them.
Yeah.
So your stone fist like bounce off.
So bad. Well, let's move.
Alright, NPC's turn. So Lou is going to use a little magic trick of hers. How much HP do you guys all have?
I'm full.
48.
39.
Out of
43.
56.
49.
Okay. So she's not going to heal any of you this round. So she is going to reach up and then pull down. And as she does, a streak of golden light looks going to come down from the heavens and strike the dragon.
Nice.
And she's going to hit. And the dragon takes 9, 14, 22 radiant damage from her. Dragon is not yet bloodied from that one either. Alright, next is Sparkler, who is going to use Magic Missile this time. And is going to fire off 6 magic missiles. 4, 6, 10, 13, 17, 20. Alright, so they do 25 damage with that one. And they used something that they were comfortable. The dragon is bloody with that. Alright, next is Bogdan.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to cast my from the Sun book, the one I'll mark. Yeah, I'll mark them because it doesn't affect this. So they warm with a warm. They radiate with a warm glow, and that'll be.
It's not your favorite night.
All right. Well, I won't do that.
I'm sorry.
No.
You just reminded me.
It's like 3 a.m.
Yep.
4 a.m.
Damn.
Then
The storm hasn't started.
instead, I'm going to use my encounter power foe snare,
Mhm.
and it's 1 weapon attack. And when I hit, they will be immobilized until my next turn.
Wow.
And
Alright.
then I can use this power in place of not doing that. So, okay. So then that is a 23.
That'll definitely hit.
All right. So so 8 damage, and they're immobilized
The dragon is immobilized.
Damn.
Until when?
until the end of my next turn.
Awesome. Alright. Next is Meryl.
Okay, so I want to move here.
Mhm.
Will I have to do like an acrobatics or am I
You
flanking
can just
it?
slide down.
Okay. And so now I'm flanking it.
Yeah, because there's 3 of you. So you get a +2.
Yeah. And I'm going to do just a plain old attack.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fine.
there we go.
We
had to warm up.
25.
That'll definitely hit the dragon.
That's our girl.
So glad.
10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. You get 2 attacks?
Yeah.
No, not hit the dragon.
Or 14.
Mm-mm. Alright. Next is Carmen.
Okay, I'm gonna cast another encounter power. My Swirling Stars, which is Cold and Thunder. I don't know if it has resistances. It's an area burst that I target.
Mhm.
And it's within 10 squares, so I can cast it.
How big is the first?
A burst.
That's fine. You won't hit anyone.
Yeah. And it is against the reflex.
Okay.
But I don't know if that matters because
They're immobilized. Doesn't matter. It'll hit.
Okay. Then I'll just roll damage. So that's 12.
What?
17.
What else are you adding to that?
I get to add my charisma modifier and my strength mod
You add
because of my magic.
Okay.
Yep.
That's crazy. I thought
Yep.
one or the other.
Nope, it's both.
I've got things that let me add my strength and my dex damage.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's 12 plus 8.
20 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
That's why I can do so much. When I
Alright.
actually hit things.
Carmen definitely smokes the dragon one more time. Dragon is immobilized for its turn until your next one. It's a save or anything?
Nope, until the end of my next turn.
Okay. I'll eat your turn.
I was just gonna do a regular attack with my sun sword. I have it here that it does 3W plus 1d8 plus 2. So does that mean it gets 3 hits, or is it just
What? No.
Yeah, that's where I'm
That is
confused.
not at all. It is a regular sword.
Okay.
What kind of sun sword did you get? Did you get a long sword?
Yeah.
It would be 1d8 plus. It's a +1, a 1d8 weapon.
Okay. Sorry.
It was a +2.
Only when it's daylight.
Okay.
So it's
So
nine.
it's a regular dragon.
Yeah.
It's a regular sword right now.
I don't hit.
Okay.
I'm useless right now.
Oh no.
Alright, next is NPCs. Lou is going to come over here and cast a buff spell on you two. So you get a +1 to your attack rolls, that's it.
Thanks, love.
Yep, she tried. She could have rolled up to a lot more. But she got a 1.
Oh no.
Then Sparkler is going to cast a fire spell at the dragon and shoot and snap, but not breathe fire. Just do a snap, a single one. That will hit the dragon. 5. The dragon takes 15 damage from Sparkle. Nice. All right, next is Bogdan.
I'm going to. So there. Okay, so I'm going to do my blue flame blade.
Mhm.
Natural 20.
Wow, nice. All right, what do you do?
So sword looks real cool and ignites.
It ignites all the way up your arm and down your back.
Ooh, that's cool. That's
Mm-hmm.
And then I roll a little damage.
Mhm. That one's.
So 12 damage.
Do you 2 decks? You don't know. Later.
I don't
Okay.
think I do.
I don't think you do till next level. It might be next level.
I don't think I ever get to attack.
Sure. Your melee class.
Sword mage has like nothing other than like powers.
All right.
There's some
So-
things that let me attack twice in the.
Bogdan looks really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Next is Meryl.
All right. I am going to attack it again.
Mhm.
So that's 27.
Yes, it will definitely hit.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yes.
Awesome.
Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Me. 23.
Yes.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yes.
All right, that hits. Dragon is still standing, and it roars angrily as Herman's turn.
Nobody else hit it. I want to do the finishing one.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Fuck you, Meryl!
I'm just gonna use a regular.
You're the one who didn't want to kill him in the first place."
If I manage to hit
21.
it,
21.
Yep.
I'm hitting
For
it.
what are you doing?
I'm using Dragon Frost, which is my at will.
You
which
are not
is-
close enough to do that. Are you?
It's a range 10
Oh, Rachel.
versus their fortitude.
And you got a what?
21.
You hit.
Okay, and that is 8. Just 3 plus 8, so that's 11.
11 damage. Dragon is still
Damn it.
standing.
I wanted to
And
say
now it's the dragon's turn. Alright, so the dragon is going to ignore the one at its back that's just pricking its side and is going to blow a large fire at these 3 right here.
Still attacking me. Alright.
You're the ones that can hit the most.
I know.
Out of power. Ready for attack.
Oh no! Okay.
But
Right.
that reminds me.
So you guys all make reflex saves
No,
from this
hit
big
me.
flamethrower that stretches all the way across to the other side. That does not make it. You have to make a 16.
17.
David. Eight. So it's. God, I should have my app up. Let's see if Siri will do it. Siri, roll 8d6 for me. Let's do something. Siri, roll 8d6 for me.
It's 4 this time.
Damn it. I only rolled 1. Thank you for these dice. I didn't have my tiny 6s out. I should have.
Oh.
Alright, so 4, 7, 10, 17, 19. So Ollie takes 9 damage. Or no, everyone takes 9 if you passed it. If you failed it, you take 19.
Is this a fire attack?
It's still a fire attack, yes. And then it's going to take a claw out, and no, it's going to use its tail to try to whack Meryl. Alright, Meryl. Does a 24 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Alright, so the tail like whips down and is going to smack you right straight down to the dirt.
I'm going to use my ability Unbreakable, where I reduce the damage by 9.
Good plan. Alright, so this one. 22, 29 damage from the dragon's tail. It smacks you into the sand. But luckily the sand is a little forgiving. So it's not as bad as it could be.
And then because it hit me, I'm going to use my Infernal Wrath,
Mhm.
which is 1d6 plus intelligence modifier fire damage. So that'll be 11 damage.
11 damage on the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon is down.
Nice.
Swooped up from everyone.
You win this round.
Alright, so as it smacks Meryl to the ground, and Meryl's like, and like steadies herself, so it's like holding it up as the is sinking like knee deep into the squishy sand. Bogdan goes, ha ha, with his own magic, waves an arm, and it just splits straight up the dragon's neck, and it falls over. Its tail still crushing Meryl.
Meryl's just holding the tail as she slowly sinks
She's like,
into the
I
sand.
flop down the sand, the tail falls on me, and this
You're like,
is fine.
And the dragon has been defeated.
Move the tail off of you.
Just one hand coming out. You win this fight. I'll get it next time.
Alright.
Once you get out, Bogdan's going to have a sword. Put it away.
Ooh. Oh.
Meryl's like, damn it, that was as cool as I thought it would be.
Bogdan's like, damn it, that was pretty cool.
Alright, so this dragon has some jewels embedded in the stomach and stuff that you can pick out if you wanted to. There's also the dragon's nest of loot down in the water.
Whoa, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So,
That's it.
yeah.
So far down.
It's only 30 feet down, right?
You could swim down and go
Oh,
get
okay.
I'm gonna
it if
go-
you were a strong swimmer. So,
What's swimming?
strength.
I have a good
Is that a
team.
roll?
So everyone just stares.
No,
at
I
this.
want to do it.
I
I'm
can
gonna
swim.
go.
I don't know what's happening. Okay, in initiative, Ollie is next.
Yeah.
Me.
Can it be in athletics?
Oh yeah, it is an athletic check, definitely.
Oh.
What's my athletic? Oh, +3.
All right, so all of you guys look at each other, and are you all gonna go run and jump into the pool?
Me first.
I want. No, I'm not about to just
It's
go.
water.
Is it just
Until
normal
it
water?
looks like water.
I'm just gonna let him go.
No, I'm gonna.
You, as far as you can tell, it looks like water, but you have not checked anything else.
Me, Shad, is
It's
very
sparkly in
cautious
the bottom.
about sticking body parts into unknown pools of liquid.
Okay, so what's happening? What are you doing now?
I'll go in.
Meryl's running.
Yes.
I'm going with.
All right, so you guys jump into the pool, these two, and it's cool. It's refreshing. You're in the desert, so the water feels very nice. It's an oasis. You can see at the bottom, it's empty pool. There are piles of chests and like treasure things and stuff. It's a little difficult. You have to work together to get them out. Might take a little bit more time, but there are some weapons, like just basic shiny things you find in a desert. Pieces of clothing that have like jewelry on them, things like that. It seems like the dragon just kind of dropped it in the water to keep it safe. And there are 2 caves that go out either side of it too as well, that are small that you have to crawl into.
Well,
I mean, like,
You can
watch-
you can make a constitution check to see how long you can actually hold your breath.
I have the strength and the constitution to handle this.
So
I
it's
think.
30 feet
Okay.
down. And how I do swimming is if you're underwater, for every 1 point of constitution you have is every round you can stay underwater.
18 rounds.
is that your
You
half
get-
level?
4 rounds.
Oh.
So you get
Oh,
26
what-
seconds. Or 24 seconds.
Okay.
I have a 10.
Plus your athletics check you can do as well.
So
So you can swim down and back up, and that's about all you can handle.
I can go down, grab something, and then go right
immediately back up.
back up. So
Or unless you guys use some sort of magic or
I'm trying to
whatever.
think of.
You have
Yeah.
wind magic. Can't you make like an air bubble?
If you take a short rest, you can shoop, shoop, shoop.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How are you gonna get that out?
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
and swim.
Yeah.
That would be a very quick way to do it, though.
Yeah. As long as you have a plan to get back up.
But I can be underwater for 4 rounds, and I have a +10 to athletics, so I think I got this.
Meryl's like, I'm good at swimming, guys.
You are
like-
really good at swimming, and
I'm good at diving for treasure. I've done it before.
Seeing that they're fine,
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down and like take off my shoes and not get all of my clothes wet.
Oh, your nice clothes.
Yeah, my nice clothes.
You're gonna get sand in your
Um,
toes, like wet sand in between your toes.
While they're doing that, well, Carmen will go over to Bogdan
Okay.
and
Lou
Say-
is going to admire the dragon carcass. That's what she's doing. She's casting some magic.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
while they're doing,
She didn't really do
stuff,
much with it, but
do you want
she
to
wants
check
it.
out the cave entrance?
It's like in the middle of taking his shoes off.
Unless you wanted to jump in the water with everybody else.
Alright, so
Going to slowly put his shoe
Meryl
back
and
on.
Ollie, are you going to bring up a chest first, or are you going to go look inside the caves? first?
I can only bring up a chest.
You have to work together to get a chest.
Yeah.
Or Meryl can get on her own because she's very strong.
It depends.
Ollie can go start picking up stuff. That'll look cool.
I can. You're far more capable at this
I'll
than
start
me.
with treasure right now, but I want to explore the cave, but I am very injured. So
Oh, you could go talk to Lou, but she's
Yeah.
just not paying attention.
Let's
to
bring
anything.
up the chest,
yeah.
and
Right.
then you can go explore.
Very.
Oh,
19.
very.
So you bring up.
Do I need to make an athletics check or am I?
You are good to go to bring up chests. If
Okay.
you want to go exploring, that'll take a little longer.
Bogdan mostly wants to get Trevor's treasure so that when we go back, we have a whole bunch of treasure and he can show it off the journey. Because he's so
Man,
pissed
I'm
about that.
I'm sure Journey just turned in a painting of herself covered in blank for her hero essay.
We think we're talking about that.
Or essays bedazzled.
It is bedazzled.
Okay.
It glitters.
Yeah.
So you get an orb that is about this big. It's the first thing you pull up, and it's got like swirling dragons that are like crystallized in that are similar to the one you fought, like an opalescent one. It's got like patterns similar to like from Whittier make.
Like an orb or like a
It's like a fucking orb. It looks like that. That's an orb, but it's like white, and it does stuff. And it radiates magic.
Is
I'm
this like
gonna-
a prediction orb?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I'm gonna bring it to Sparkler.
Sparkler's gonna be like, I don't want that.
Sorry. Oh, okay. All right.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Yes. It's very nice though.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
So we got a dragon orb.
That's the first thing you got.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
Carmen's doing
but
the
he
same
said I
thing.
can't ask because I'd be pissed if somebody asked that.
You're both just like looking at Sparkler being like,
Yeah.
next, you bring up in your chest, there is, let's see how much money you get.
Woo! We're splitting that, right?
We all killed the
But I
dragon.
did the swimming.
Meryl.
I'm joking.
This is in the hundreds. 800 gold.
Woo! 6.
Each of you get about 125 gold. Cool. From that. That's the easiest way to do it. Alright, so the next thing. Ooh, I'd like someone to roll a d6. 4. There is a staff that crackles with thunder and lightning.
Ooh.
It has a little storm at the top of it, and it's crackling.
That's cool.
One of you casters.
I'm good. I'm proficient in staves.
Yeah.
Alright, so how it works is when you hit with a melee attack using the staff, you can, which is a 1d6 melee, or yeah, 1d6 melee, then you can cause the target to take a 2d6 extra lightning damage. The other option is thunder damage. When you hit an attack using the melee attack, which is the same thing, you can cause the staff to make a crack of thunder, audible up to 300 feet. Target must succeed on a fortitude throw against your magic, or is stunned the next turn.
So the first one is it's 1d6 melee,
Mhm.
and can take either a
If
two-
you hit,
If you
you do an extra 2d6 lightning damage.
and what was the other one?
The other one is if you hit with a melee attack, you do 1d6 damage, and then you cause a crack of thunder to emit up to 300 feet.
Oh, 300.
Yes. The targets you hit, only the one you hit, must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. So DC 17 Fortitude save.
Well, what happens if it fails?
If it fails, it is stunned until the beginning of your next turn. You can't use both at the same time.
It's next turn? Or mine?
Alright. And then one more is an instrument in a box. I'd like someone to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6.
You got a full Lucan Bandor.
A what?
I don't know. There's no picture. Never mind, you got a harp.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see. So how it works, it has different spells imbued with it. One of which is Entangle. The other is Fairy Fire. And Speak with Animals. And how those each work is you have to use one of your encounter powers to shoot them off.
Look over to Lou and Sparkler. Do you guys want anything from this box?
No. I am very content with what I have.
It was Fairy Fire, Entangle, and what?
Speak with Animals. Alright, and the last thing is a bracelet. What's a bracelet? Roll a d6. See what color is it. 6. Purple. Big purple gem. Cute. It was a silver bracelet. It's radiating magic.
Yeah.
It gives you a +1 to charisma.
Oh.
Oh, I want it. That would be really helpful.
Bogdan feels slightly more charismatic.
Okay, cool. How much time do we have before the general storm?
The dawn is starting to approach, it's getting a little lighter on the horizon.
We should hurry into the cave. The cave, maybe?
You guys have alluded to like magic things of
Yeah.
the dragon's hoard.
Explore.
Yeah, there's that water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
Alright, so make an athletics check.
16.
Alright, so Meryl, zoom zoom, looks around, and it is, you get into the tunnel, it's a tight squeeze. Do you go for it?
Yeah.
Alright, so Meryl goes in the tunnel.
Uh,
Alright, so you
okay,
used,
right.
you're underwater!
Decision making time.
Alright, let's do it this way. Which one is which? I have no idea.
The one that has the most is the longest.
You have 1 minute underwater. I'm going to describe to you what's happening, okay?
Okay.
You have to get out before then. Alright, so you currently have reached the front of the cave. Are you going inside of the tight squeeze? You have to crawl through almost.
Try to move it.
We'll save. 14. No,
Okay, so Meryl turns around and goes back up.
not doing it.
Okay,
Oh, that's right, you're claustrophobic.
What about the other cave? There were 2 caves down there.
you turn to look at the other cave.
Yeah.
The other cave has a bigger opening, but still you have to crawl through the dark area.
Okay, as long as I am not like squeezing through.
You're not squeezing through.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so you squeeze through and open into a big, wide area.
Okay.
It's empty, and it's starting to get darker and darker. Do you have a way to light anything up?
I have my day hammer.
Because it's name.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so whoop,
Is there a pocket in there at the top of this room or no?
there is a
I'm gonna go back up.
right, so you whoop, and it's like about a foot.
Okay.
And you take a breath of air, and there is a landing out to the side.
I'll go for the landing.
Alright, so on the landing, there are more boxes, and it seems like the dragon has been like shoving some piles and piles of money up there.
I'll rifle through it.
Alright, so it's just piled with gold. Like gold coins and stuff.
Anything magic?
No, all coins.
Okay. I'll take as many coins as I can comfortably hold without it like weighing me down much.
This doesn't matter anymore. It's got an air pocket.
Okay.
Alright.
And I will head
Make a roll of d10.
Oh.
10.
10.
You grab 1,000 gold.
Woo! Oh shit!
It is.
And there's still more down there.
1,000 gold.
It's all you could swim with care.
Okay, I'll just go back.
Alright, so you go up and you have like 1,000 gold. There would be probably about 6,000 up there. So if you want to make multiple trips, you could with your timing, you could do it.
I'll go for it.
Alright, so Meryl brings you guys 6,000 gold.
Yeah.
Look what I found. Huh?
1,000 each.
Yeah, I split it.
So each get 1,000.
Oh.
Can I try the other cave?
You want some
Can
nuts?
you swim?
I can swim.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I can swim.
You can hold your breath for.
I can also hold my breath for a really long time.
I can swim just- I can't hold my breath.
Alright, so let's wait for it to reset. So Bogdan takes off everything very carefully and folds it and puts it inside the cave.
Yeah.
To stay out of the way and stretches. And Meryl's like, ha 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 ha, like throwing coins at people.
Gold fight.
Oh my god.
Alright. And Bogdan, you're getting 1 minute descriptions. Roll
Okay.
your athletics check.
Okay, so that is a 21.
Wow, so Bogdan is like
He's like, I have to show up.
breaststroking, no problem, through the water. The tail's like an extra like fucking leg, so it's like
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah.
Otter tail.
So Bogdan reaches the cramped space.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Can you see in the dark?
I can see in dark, low light.
Alright, that will work for now. Alright, so you squeeze in.
Does your book blow?
It's a book. I'm not opening it underwater.
Magic book.
Take my hammer.
Could I have taken the hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Bogdan's hammer is swimming and it's like strapped to his back. He's like, so it takes a while for you to crawl through, and then once you do, you feel like a rushing current and stuff a little bit. Nothing super strong.
Okay.
And the room is like expanse. It's glittering with crystals and sort of things like that. It's a wide room that keeps going past the light of where you can see.
Okay.
And what do you
Is there an air pocket?
do? You could go. There's no air pocket yet,
Okay.
but there seems to be like different paths you could take. If you
Then
want to check for one, roll a d6.
5.
You found them.
Okay. An air pocket?
You found an air pocket.
Okay. I'm
So you
gonna
can go swim up, but it takes you almost a whole minute to get to the air pocket
Okay.
where you came from.
Okay.
Alright, so the air pocket it just has like little pockets, and it seems to have a little hole that will lead outside, but nothing you could crawl up through or anything. The crystals below you glow and illuminate with the light from the sun. And they remain glowing a little bit like glow in the dark.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So
There's
then.
little lagtites and stalagmites. There are no other creatures in here that you can see.
Then he's gonna make like a little mental map of like it, and he's gonna.
There's more stuff like on the ground that you can't see to swim down to.
Yeah. He'll probably.
What's your arcana?
My arcana is. Oh, plus 11.
Feels very magical down here.
Okay.
Make checks.
Yeah,
What do you wanna
I'm gonna make an arcana check.
An arcana check?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a 24.
There are streams of little magic currents around the bottom,
Ooh, okay.
and it seems to be affecting the stuff, the crystals down there.
Then I'll probably. I want to swim down and grab like a handful if I can.
You could like break one off, but there's also small orbs about this big that are like glowing.
Oh, okay.
One of them looks like
One of them looks like what?
Sparkler's prediction globe.
I want to grab that one.
They all look. They're about the size of it.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna grab
And
one.
they swirl, and there's like something like pulsing on the inside of all.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna grab one and then swim back out.
Okay. To everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Because since I can only grab so much with the time. And
What'd
then
you find?
I'm gonna hold it up.
It's glowing,
Oh.
and then the inside center it like spins a little, like it's like a little magic pulse basically.
Oh.
So
What does it do?
Maybe do another Arcana check on it.
Yeah.
That is a 25.
14.
it's holding magic on the inside,
Holding magic on the inside.
Oh, cool.
and it glows and it holds retained sunlight.
That's neat.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, so it's like a
Trapped
little like mini sun.
natural magic.
Look at nightlight.
It's like a nightlight.
Yeah, she was trying not to say a lamp.
Yeah, but it holds. But it holds. Like maybe if it holds sunlight,
You
then
can crack it open and take a peek of it, or whatever it is. You don't actually know what it's made out of.
There's more. Were there more down there?
there were a bunch down there. But it's a very large cave that I can't get a whole bunch out of because the airport is really far away.
Oh.
So, but it seemed like there was a hole, not that I could climb through, but like a hole that leads inside somewhere that maybe we could break down into so that we could go down into it rather than swimming, maybe?
We can go try going through that entrance over there.
Yeah.
Explore what's over to
It's
that
not
side.
possible.
And then if all else, then we can just like go swimming, grab a couple on our way out.
I'm just kind of cautious because eventually a storm is supposed to happen and we need shelter by then.
Right, but we have this cave, so
Yeah.
It's starting to become light on the outside because as day is becoming dawn. You
We
can
also need
feel
some-
some magic,
Sure we don't get
and your thing starts to glow a little bit often. The more the sun comes up, and it starts like shaking a little bit in your hand.
Oh,
That's okay. Well, these things were never exposed to sunlight because they were in the water.
there was also a bunch of like magic.
It's like tugging
Anyway.
around with your hands.
I don't know.
Is it, like reacting towards any particular direction?
No, just kind of like floating,
Like if I put it in under something.
like in a we put a blanket on it.
Yeah.
The blanket kind of floats a little bit, but it like doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
Let's tie a string to it and see where it goes.
Does Sparkly know anything about them?
Sparkler's not over there.
Is
It's
it
kind of sitting. Yes, Sparkler's. Hello.
Do you know anything about
It is beautiful. What? It is a globe with magic, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Just magic stuff.
Okay. Alright.
It probably just wants to follow you.
That's cute.
your nightlight.
That's adorable. It's
Okay.
Baby
Magic.
So however you channel it through it if you want.
so. Do you do anything with your nightlight? Any magic into it? Do anything?
Sure. I want to put magic into it.
Okay.
Fire.
The next little blue fireball and floats around you.
It's really cute.
Okay.
Doesn't really do anything else. It's gonna, you know how in what's that game? Castle Crashers. Little dudes that follow you around.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Animals.
Really?
Little
I've played
familiars.
that like once.
It's
2 years
like
ago.
a fucking fairy thing from Zelda,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but it doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
It's kind of there.
But it looks cool.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully get back in my clothes and actually stand on
Let's
It's a little floating light with a
What
that
we see in
takes
the
on magic from whatever puts it in. So if Molly was gonna do it, it would be like a little glowing rock that would tumble around after it. Float sometimes.
I still have my rock. My little one with the flowers still on it.
That's special.
Yeah.
Special rock.
That's a very special rock.
Very well
Yeah.
cared for.
Yes,
It's a good time to stop. Yes. You've defeated a dragon,
we did.
and
I
you have
killed
started
the dragon.
looting the dragon's loot.
Yeah.
That's not as You killed the dragon. You did. Bogdan did kill the dragon. With a reaction.
I
You
know.
had 3 HP left, Ryan. I was keeping it accurate.
No, I know.
For you guys, because I knew you guys would want to know who killed the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Just Bogdan.